The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You ping!
Stop! Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this Feel Good Friday, October 4th, 2024. This sports program starts now. Football is awesome, and the week 5 of the NFL season kicked off in spectacular fashion last night on Amazon Prime. An NFC South rivalry with two hot teams facing each other to kick off this week 5 had a lot of people excited about what could possibly take place down there in Atlanta. Little did we know it would live up to the hype. 36-30, the Falcons get a massive win in overtime, but it didn't look like that was going to be the case. Let's go to the final 3 minutes, shall we? Where all chaos breaks loose. 30-27, Tampa Bay Buccaneers trying to run 4-minute offense. Jesse Bates punched the ball out of Buccaneers' arm. All of a sudden, the Atlanta Falcons have the ball in plus territory, 30-27. Shout out to this dude named
Caden Ellis.
Out of
Idaho.
Idaho. He got drafted in 2019. 29-year-old guy was on the ball a couple different times. What a night for old Caden Ellis. Now, Kirk Cousins will get an opportunity. Is he going to drive down the length of the field and tie this thing up? Nope. He's going to throw a pick. It's a primetime game. Kirk Cousins, in the final 2 minutes, is going to throw a pick to end this thing. White, who's been a staple of the Buccaneers defense for so damn long, puts a staple in a dub on Thursday Night Football for him. No, not the case. They actually have a holding penalty. It racks him up to a 4th and 24. There was also a face mask on the same exact play. People were saying it should have been offset, but the refs are certainly in on it. They end up punting the ball, ends up being a touchback. Then all of a sudden, Kirk Cousins has the ball, 1st and 10 on his own 20 with 1:20 left. Now it's 2nd and 5. Strike! Kirk Cousins, 1 minute left, no timeouts, down 3 in prime time. What's he going to do? At home, standing on the Falcon in sweet jerseys. Strike! Gets him in the field goal range. What are you going to do? You're going to be able to be quick enough. Are you going to be able to stop the clock? Yes, wow. 1 second left at home, perfectly executed. Clock was running before that last play because fumble happened. Ball was going backwards out of bounds of Ray McLeod. Old coach Raheem Morris comes over because you're fucking awesome. You're fucking awesome. You are so awesome. Throws a pick in the final 2 minutes. Also leads a game-tying drive, which would lead a Young Wei Koo. That's Koo. Ooh. It wasn't Koo earlier in the game. He missed 2 in a row. We haven't seen Koo do that. Koo's an absolute dog, sends this thing into overtime. Who gets the ball first? Atlanta Falcons. What happens? You know it. You know it. Kirk Cousins to Hodge. First play after London gets hurt, he comes in, hits a 5th or 6th gear, outruns everybody. The Atlanta Falcons steal another victory from the jaws of defeat, and it feels as if the football gods are riding with the team in Atlanta. Baker had a good night. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a good night. Their offense was efficient. It was moving. Mike Evans has 2 touchdowns in the first half. Mike Evans has the first 3rd and long reception in the first half. We were wondering if the Atlanta Falcons defense knew that Mike Evans existed, but who cares? Do you know that Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons are winning games by any means necessary? And Kirk Cousins went for 509 yards. Whoa. Franchise single game record with Matt Ryan getting honored at halftime. I believe that's a good tip of the cap from Kirk Cousins to Matt Ryan, who Matt Ryan's twin sons, I believe, kicked off the game for the Falcons, did some ceremony down there for him. I don't think jumped off that thing with the
no, they didn't do the bungee jump.
Did not do the bungee jump with the mask up, but they were in the world. Kirk Cousins goes absolutely bananas. I assume everybody in Atlanta is excited about what's taking place in that conversation about Penix getting drafted number 8 overall. How's it going to go down there? Kirk's swag surfing, after games in front of the Atlanta crowd. So how's it going? It's going great. And this feels oddly similar to the run that the Minnesota Vikings had a few years back when it was very evident that the football gods are with them. And that was when Kirk Cousins came into existence on those plane rides when he was dancing. Now he's in Atlanta. Now he's doing Atlanta Falcons things, and he's winning down there. Congrats to Kirk. Congrats to the Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
And congrats to the bettors on the Atlanta Falcons, because that's a huge win for them. Let's go to one of them. One half of the hammer, Dahn. Cowboys AP Tone. You were on the Falcons going into last night. Chuck Pagano leading into that game, and that's his first loss on Thursday Night Football against the spread this season. He'll bounce back. He'll be better. I don't know if anybody expected Kirk Cousins to go for 509 when he didn't score an offensive touchdown a week ago. It seems like they might have figured out who they are, what they are, and how they will be going forward. But Chuck Pagano said they're a blink of an eye away from being 0-4 at this particular point. Now they're winning games that they're not supposed to win, seemingly. Last night is a game I think Kirk plays well, but they could lose that game. Do we believe in the football gods behind the Atlanta Falcons right now?
I believe in the football gods behind Kirk Cousins, because you talked about it 2 years ago with the Vikings. I think they were 11-0 in one-score games, and now they're doing similar things down here in Atlanta. Yeah, they got the tough call against the Chiefs, but even the football gods can't stop the refs from being behind the Chiefs. Okay, so that's there. But okay, but everything other than that, yeah, the Falcons are winning close games, and two of those close games, Kirk has come down and won and led touchdown drives against the Eagles. Obviously, they weren't playing any defense on that. And then now against the Falcons, twice they had the opportunity to do it. That's like when you bring in – we talk about these veteran quarterbacks and how they know. Like, they also know how to work a 2-minute drive better than the young quarterbacks. So these guys that come in and do it, and Kirk has been unbelievable in the last 2 minutes this year so far.
Now, you have an AP vote, and I know you're not allowed to give away who you're going to pick at the end.
Correct.
But Kirk Cousins is very much in play for one particular award. Comeback Player of the Year. Feels like he is potentially leader in the clubhouse there.
He is potentially the leader in the clubhouse. You think about it, week one, he couldn't get under center. Like, against the Steelers, he couldn't get under center. They were running pistol the entire time. And now a few weeks later, he's passing for 500 yards and game-winning drives. So from Achilles to week one, where he can't get under center and he's running pistol, to this week where it's 500 yards, game-winning drives, yeah, I'd say Kirk's in a good spot.
Yeah, he's
he's swagging and surfing.
You know I got that swag.
I think he did Dan Patrick this morning, allegedly from a Zoom from his phone from a Waffle House parking lot.
Nice.
And you got to remember his wife and his wife's family from Georgia. It's like Kirk feels good down there. We don't even have to chit-chat about the $180 million deal after a torn Achilles, which I think we're all pretty surprised by, even though we all think Kirk Cousins is a great quarterback, a winning quarterback. It's like that deal was one that everybody else was looking at. Like, this is what potential free agency looks like for veteran quarterbacks. And I think Atlanta Falcons are pumped that they did it. Defense even showed up a little bit in a couple different moments for them down there. Jesse Bates gets 2 punch-outs. That's obviously incredible. Godwin was holding the ball a little loose there.
He was.
I didn't even think that Godwin was potentially a fumbler ever until I saw that. I'm like, how's Godwin not always? It's because Godwin's an incredible athlete. Of course. Got hit later, held on to it and all that, but Jesse Bates, incredible player. Good game to start week 5. Let's go to the talks table. I have Boston Connor, Bruce Brown, in for Ty Schmidt. Congrats to the Schmidts.
Hell yeah, Ty.
Congrats, Schmidt.
Connor, what's your big takeaway from last night, brother?
Big takeaway is probably that Kirk Cousins is all the way back, doesn't have to worry about anything with Michael Penix. Like, to think about the mentality of the guy, especially through the first 4 weeks, you have to be, he's probably not worried, but as a spectator, just from the outside looking in, there's always that question of like, hey, Michael Penix is still there. Last week we mentioned it, didn't score any touchdowns. Obviously, week 1 against the Steelers didn't go well. They've squeezed out wins. So there's always that thought outside looking in like, hey, maybe they go to Penix. Maybe they think about giving Penix some reps. And last night is kind of like the capping of, hey, this is Kirk's team for the time being. Who knows how many years? Obviously, it's a 4-year deal that he signed for that $180 million, $100 guaranteed. So he's going to be there. But now he not just bought himself time, but like solidified himself as like, okay, this is my team. I am the leader of the Falcons. We are now at the top of the NFC South, prime position to go to the playoffs. But also when you're looking at the other side too, like you can't not say that about Tampa. Obviously they had a chance to close it out and didn't. But Tampa Bay,
times.
They looked great. Like Baker was spinning it. They were running the ball better. That was a big takeaway. Looking at them is Rachaad White had the best game of his season. Definitely stinks Bucky Irving, for a rookie to go in, fumble a ball. And he did come in later in the game. I'm not sure if Rachaad White got hurt. It looked like on the last tackle he might have screwed up his ankle. But also Baker
tough son of a bitch. They were down at the goal line. He got like a disgusting looking rolled up on sack. Yeah, he got bent backwards. Like knee looked terrible, and then next drive leads them right down the field. They score. I don't know. I believe it was a field goal. Yeah, built like a spark plug is right. He was running wild, brother, as well. But no, I mean, this is kind of like Seattle, Detroit. Like, you don't feel terrible about either team after the game, even though one team won. Like, you feel good about both of them.
Bruce, what was that face mask? Why didn't they call that?
Yeah, that was brutal. You know, as a Bucs bettor, it is tough to call it a bad beat when Kirko throws for 509 on your head. But yeah, it was, you know, a tough game, crazy game. That stable of weapons they have too. Darnell Mooney is like a bona fide number one receiver in my eyes after last night, 105. 2 tuds, obviously London there too with the touchdown, and Kyle Pitts getting it going a bit.
Oh yeah.
They're unbelievable. And, you know, in the first half, Falcons, I think, had no pressures, not even close to a sack. In the second half, I think they had 4. They had 1 sack. It was huge, though, because Baker came up limping a little bit. The Bucs were getting pressure in the first half, but kind of weren't able to get to Kirk, obviously, as the game went on. Also, I mean, if you don't believe in momentum after that one, what are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the football gods are on the Atlanta Falcons side, and when they get the ball there in overtime and just go, it's like that stadium's awesome.
It's great.
I mean, Young Laiku hits the game tire, and there's some seats behind, you know, and there might have been some people. It's Thursday night, obviously, that entire thing, but that place gets loud.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I really truly appreciated the Mercedes-Benz Stadium for being a loud house until we went down there for Ohio State, Georgia, and then Ohio State, Georgia was very loud. And then watching last night, I'm like, this place is a great barn down there for this Atlanta Falcons team.
Yeah, whenever you see empty seats in Atlanta, like, you could always think, okay, maybe, you know, those people just didn't show up. There's a chance they got in a fight and they got kicked out, because if you looked at the Hodge post-game interview where
Who posted it? Who posted the video?
I believe the NFL posted it.
Oh, yeah, it was the NFL social account.
Which, of course, and funny enough, yeah, here it is. Hodge just celebrating Atlanta. We here.
Go win.
Turn around. Bang.
Bang.
Right hook.
Lady. 3 of them. Boom, bang, pow.
That's a great seat, too.
A fantastic seat. And this is after a win. You know, you wonder what it was like when they were losing. I'm happy for the city of Atlanta that they got Kirk Cousins, because if not, I worry for the safety hood of everybody.
Yeah, congrats to them. Because, I mean, with that type of intensity after a big-time dub, literally in the corner of celebration.
Yeah.
So I don't know who talked sideways or what potentially happened there, but I like that the NFL posted that, because whoever's running social media was like, we got a message from the guy that just did the thing.
Come on.
Fucking send it, dude. Send it out there. And then all of a sudden, it starts going a little bit, and then there's a text message. Did you look in the back of that? Hey, did you see? And I've been caught up in one of these situations before.
Background, we'll get you.
I posted a photo of Adam Vinatieri. Nobody saw Adam Vinatieri. All they saw was Andrew Luck in the back of that thing. In this particular video, hey, Hodge, great work. I don't think anybody heard a single thing you said.
You can't even see you.
But this might be the most viewed post-game selfie video on social that the NFL will post all season long.
By far.
By far, no questions asked. And that's Hodge football, baby.
Yeah, that's what Hodge does.
Hodge can find it. He knows where the moment is. That's why in the middle of overtime, he gets the ball first time, off and running.
Boom.
Back to your thing, though, about the hold and then the face mask. There was a holding call on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that backed them up on second down from 2nd and 13 to 2nd and 23 on that same play out of Idaho.
Oh, boy.
Kate Ellis makes a tackle on Bucky over by his face. Should have been offset. Then you get 2nd and 13 once again. Do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pick up the first down and end this game? Do they march it away? The fumble, obviously, Jesse Bates. Do they get a first down there and put this game away? There's multiple times, but people were saying the refs were on the side of the Atlanta Falcons, and that's because most people were on the side of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
That's crazy. They got us, Bruce.
Yeah, it is brutal. Completely changed the game. That's back-to-back weeks now on Thursday Night Football where we've had a missed face mask, just completely missed it. So I don't know what's going on there. It feels like typically the NFL is pretty good with those.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, because that's head,
missing them left and right.
Yeah, in key moments.
Watching the ball.
Pivotal spots.
Anyways, shout out to the Falcons. Big time win.
Oh, yeah, Atlanta.
There's a lot of stories going on right now with Devante Adams. So much so that they're talking about it, I think, in other countries. Get it? Because there's a game in London. Aaron Rodgers addressed the media talking about the Devante Adams situation. Is he going to the Jets or not, Aaron?
I don't know how much I can say about it. There's tampering. But I still have a close friendship with him. We spend time in the offseason together. He's a great guy and a great player, and the rest of that's out of my hands.
Is it too loud and too obvious now?
Almost.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, feels like that.
Is it too loud and too obvious now?
It kind of feels like that, but sometimes that's just how it goes, and that's how, because it's so obvious that is definitely going to happen. But it's not that obvious because it's not Davante's choice, and we know that because we've heard reports, and who knows if they're true or not, that the Raiders are just going to take the best offer. Now, who knows if they're involving Davante and saying, "Hey, we have a good offer from them. It's not as good as the Jets, but are you willing to go here?" Is that like something?
So I don't know. The thing that would kind of alter all of that is if Davante told these teams that were making offers that were better than team that he would want to go to saying, "Hey, we're not playing.
Yeah.
This is a Son Reddick situation. If you trade for us." So then even if you don't have a trade, like even if you don't have the ability to control where you're going, you still kind of do in this modern age. This move has been used obviously in the NFL before, but in the NBA is where it.
Oh, yeah.
In the NBA is where it kind of all started. Yeah. And then you got NFL owners going, "We can't let what's going on in the NBA happen here in the NFL." And then there's a couple superstar players that are in top 4 conversations at their position all time, top 3, top 2, that go, actually, it can happen anytime. You're not going to trade me to some abyss right now when I'm just trying to make the most out of my career that I have left. I did not come over here to this team for what's currently happening here, quarterback-wise, front office-wise, coach-wise, strategy, nothing. This was not my decision. And I know there's some people that are saying, "Hey, you signed a contract. You go ahead and do that." And those people are certainly worthy and are allowed to have that thought. But the rest of us that potentially would like our team to sign Devante Adams understand that if Devante Adams and his agent reach out to a team that makes an offer and say, "Hey, if you trade for him, he's not going to play there," that all of a sudden puts that trade right to sleep because nobody wants this Son Reddick situation.
So for the rest of us, we just have to hope that his want to leave Las Vegas is more than his want to play for the Jets. You know what I mean? Because then if he wants more to get out of Vegas than he does to play with the Jets, then maybe he will go to one of our other teams.
Yeah, the Jets conversation is such an intriguing one because when he left to go to the Raiders, there was chatter that there was a chance that Davante wanted to prove that he could be Davante without Aaron.
Yeah.
Yes. I think he did prove that. Has the most amount of touchdowns with 6 different quarterbacks since 2022 as anybody in the rest of the NFL. So was able to be very successful. But then also thinking to himself, "Man, I'm in a really good time in my career right now. This guy is real. We are magic together. Maybe we go ahead and make that happen." Jets fans, I don't know if coming off that Mets win last night, if they all go hand in hand, if Jets deserve that. But boy, if Devante Adams gets dropped on that offense, I believe that is an immediate weapon and an upgrade to the Jets' everything happening over there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I personally think he should come to New England just because the New England Patriots can pay him a lot of money and his career will really take off whenever Drake May starts playing. But I also don't think that it's out of the question that he doesn't leave. The initial reports when this first broke is that he requested a trade, but that it wasn't completely set in stone that he was going to get traded. I wonder, they're 2-2. Obviously, if he wants to play with a better quarterback, that's one thing. But they're not losing per se. They're still winning games. They just beat the Browns. So I do wonder if they have if he has a conversation rather with Max Crosby, Wilkins, maybe Minshew, maybe Pierce, and they kind of are able to settle something, and maybe they give him more money, whether it's for this year, and then they have the out after, and they say "Hey, you can go ahead and do your own thing next year. We can take that potential out that is after this year, and you can go and play with the Jets if you want." Because if all the offers stink, then again, why would the Raiders make any moves? It's "Hey, we might as well keep this guy for the time being if we're only going to get a 3rd or 4th round pick back."
Him calling him 17 in that press conference makes me think there's a chance they would like to move along. But if it's only bad offers, how could you do that? It'd be bad business.
Yeah, it's dumb.
You don't want to do bad business. Mark Davis isn't doing bad business.
No, never has, never will.
Telesco? No way.
No.
Tommy T?
But Mark Davis, we know he does good business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
We see it away.
His haircut, boom, number 1, good business.
Does he have
Best
a backpack?
Yeah, bingo. Best backpack wearer maybe we've ever seen as a full-blown adult.
His cool house with the fountain in the front.
Oh, forgot about that.
That's the best business you can have.
The Aces won a couple titles. He owns them.
Sure did.
Back to back.
Are they winning now?
No.
No. I think they're down in the series to the Liberty. I think they play tonight or tomorrow, actually.
Libs are hot
Liberty.
right now.
Yeah, the Libs are red hot. Sabrina.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Beast
Somebody
do.
said that. Somebody watched them play one night and was like, "How does anybody beat this team?" And then that person got, brutalized on here.
Killed.
Just absolutely killed. Turns out the Liberty probably going to win the whole thing.
Probably.
Yeah, they are the odds-on favorite.
Look out for the Lynx.
Probably minus 150, minus 200.
I think that person had only seen one game.
That's all you need.
I think.
Whoa.
Especially when you see the Liberty. When you see the Liberty.
I'm just saying, Beastu, Sabrina.
That's what it was like. I mean,
Vandersloot.
Sabrina was no-look passing to the Beastu, who was whoop-de-wooing up underneath. And it turns out the teams they were playing against ended up not being a bad team at all.
Nope, made it.
And it ended up being a very good team. And it was like, this is different levels here. This is phenomenal. They might win it.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be crazy. I wonder if we go back to what that person said about that league in like the first 2 weeks and just check every single thing, basically, and just see how accurate it was at the end. That'd be a fun little thing to do.
We should do that.
That'd be a fun little experiment. Wow. What are the ratings doing now?
I don't know if they're as good as when they were earlier on in the playoffs. But
really, they're kind of going. They know crazy because it's going this way. The tournament, right, is getting.
The league is getting bigger and better.
But the ratings are going this way?
Right now. We'll see what happens with the uptick of the final.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Almost like there was one player that was accounting for like
No.
I don't know what he's talking about.
solid million and a half.
Let's move along. Even on networks that we didn't even know existed.
Yeah, literally. Still can't even remember the name of the
That
network.
player ended up figuring it out, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. And
I
the
thought I heard
assists.
that.
And the assists. How'd the assists go?
Pretty good, I think.
Really?
I believe
Could argue
so.
she figured it out from day one, but again.
Yeah. Man, that was crazy to have that. Those are good old days. You remember those days?
I do.
That was a wild time to be alive. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who provided a lot of fantastic times for me to be alive.
Oh, yeah.
Alongside my friends from Pittsburgh. Got a chance to hang out with them this past weekend as we watched Pittsburgh Steelers lose to the Indianapolis Colts in the Loud House. Ooh. And obviously that's going to happen. That's how things go in the Loud House. This man is a two-time Super Bowl champion. In about 3 years or so, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Number 7 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, Ben!
What's up, guys?
Where are we? We're at the golf course.
How we doing today?
We're at the golf course right now.
Yeah.
How is it out there?
Listen, my boys, I'm having a little a golf match. My boys are scrambling against me, and right now they are the biggest fans of yours because I was beating them. And now I got to take a couple holes off. And so they're like, we love Pat and the boys. I'm like, yeah, because y'all going to win these next 2 holes. So
Hey, I like that I'm a part of a lot of losing for you over the last couple days. You know what I mean? I like that I'm a part of that because what you guys did to the Indianapolis Colts whenever I was playing for them was obviously the other way. Let's dive into some conversation here about the football. And we're thankful for your time here as you join us in a beautiful, what city are you in right now?
Unbelievable.
you know I'm in the Berg.
That's Pittsburgh weather right now?
Absolutely.
Holy.
Absolutely. What's it like over there in Indy? Little gray.
All right. Okay. Don't you worry about it, Ben. Don't you worry.
Looking for a Clyde.
Okay. All right, Ben. We the Steelers got the Cowboys this weekend. We found a clip of you playing against the Dallas Cowboys, and it maybe is like the perfect depiction of Ben Roethlisberger football. Pump fake, slide in the pocket, bounce out of the pocket, break a horse collar, break another tackle, shake somebody's ankles, and then boom, throw it to Heath. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, you were known for extending plays and like being able to shed tacklers and everything. How much of a reading of a defense were you doing at that time? And do you, like every other old head quarterback, seemingly think that has kind of disappeared from the modern NFL quarterback?
How'd you guys find that tape? That's like beta. That's like old stuff. Right
Very
there.
old, yeah. I was in high school.
A reel? Is that a reel back there?
Yeah, exactly. We're running the projector.
I'll answer the first part of that question. There's no reading the defense during that play whatsoever. that is survival. Look around, see if it's about to hit me, scramble this way, look for someone else to hit me, and then find my guy Heath and let him do the rest.
Okay, so when it comes to, were you breaking down defenses, or were you a backyard football, as the play develops, I'll figure out what's best guy?
No, I was doing like, you're not honest. I'll be honest. Early on, it might have been like read 1, read 2, get out of there, make something happen. But as I got more years under my belt, I started, pre-snapping and doing all that stuff. But at that time right there, that was like, okay, 1's not there, 2's not there. Start making something happen. And I just think, you got to credit your linemen first off, because They hated blocking like that. That's the hardest way to block because it's like, where is he going? What's he doing? And your guys got to run around forever to get open. So when it worked, it was great. When I got sacked, I had many Allan Faneca stares at me when he turned around during those days.
Yeah, get rid of the ball. You know, I'm not here to block for 8 seconds, but now he could block for 1,000 seconds, right? He's doing the Iron Man and shit, right?
Yeah, he's
very skinny.
He's like 160 pounds now. He's thinner than you as you walk around the hills of Pittsburgh's golf course on a beautiful day. I mean, his service is coming and going.
Yeah, it truly is.
He's frozen right now.
I mean, at least it's.
Oh, my bad.
No, don't be worried. You were frozen on like a good smile. It was like a political poster almost.
Great.
The smile was amazing. Do you think you're...
I'm going to get to the top of one of these hills.
Please do. Yeah, I mean, that's where all the service is. You'll be closer to God and satellites.
Sorry.
You know, and that's what we're looking for.
Amen.
Hey, do you compare your... Amen. Do you compare your style of play more to the modern NFL quarterback or the throwback style of quarterback? Because like extending the play is seemingly something every quarterback has to do now that is young. That wasn't always the case back in the day.
Yeah, you know, I'd like to think I'm a little more old school because I didn't want to extend the play. I didn't want to do those kind of things. I wanted to get the ball out of my hands. You know, when I scrambled, I was still looking to throw, right? Like I wasn't trying to run. Even though I do have a 40-yard touchdown to my name. I just got to put that out there real quick.
Against the Browns.
Yeah, against the Browns. Well, I mean, everything's against the Browns. No, like when I was scrambling, I was looking downfield. I wanted the play to happen down the field. I wanted to get the ball in the playmaker's hands. And so, but you know, so I wanted to stay in the pocket. I wanted to read it out. I wanted to get the ball out. It just felt like when things were breaking down, it was time to make something happen. I think the competitor in me just couldn't fathom quitting on a play.
Yeah, and that is a problem that some other quarterbacks have. You were dinged up a lot through your career, but you seemingly always made it onto the field for the Steelers, whether it was with triple taped ankles, both of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going out there. Walking boot, both of them all week. I don't even know how your hips had to be awesome with both of those walking boots that you got in week 3 normally, and then that would survive all the way through a Super Bowl run. Let's talk about, the modern football. Because I've tried to kind of see if you would bite on the reading of the defense or extending the play and kind of talk about, because you listen to Tom talk about it, you listen to Kurt talk about it. I assume you listen to all the other old heads. They think the modern offenses are like dumbed down, easy, not good football, not hard football. I know you pay attention to the game very closely. It was awesome watching the Steelers play alongside you. You're very invested. The Footballin' podcast comes out every single week alongside Spence. What a dog he is. But do you agree with all these old head quarterbacks thinking that the game is, I don't want to say worse, but seemingly they're saying it's worse football on the offensive side now?
I've gotten a lot of texts from people asking me why his quarterback played down. I don't know that I have an answer, but I've said for both on the podcast and to other people, I think that the college game potentially is hurting quarterbacks. When there's something to be said about getting in a huddle and looking your guys in the eye and say, hey, it's 4th and 1. Like, for instance, that game we were with you guys. The Steelers had a 4th and a foot, 1 yard, whatever it was. I want to get in the huddle and I want to look at my guys and say, hey, listen, I need 1 yard. Give it to me. Give me everything you got for this one play. Or, hey, listen, boys, it's 3rd and 10. I've got a 7-step drop, big play action. I need y'all to block a little bit longer today. Running back, I need you to stay in instead of getting out. Chip a little bit more. When you don't get in the huddle in college, how are you looking at the guy and challenging him? How are you everyone looks to the sideline. Coach gives a signal. Well, now, I guess with the headsets, I don't know how much that's changed now in college with the headsets, but you're looking over and they're holding up a poster and y'all are reading the poster to figure out what play's coming. I just think that hurts the quarterback, not getting under center, all those kind of things. I mean, to me, it looks like and appears, and I'm only guessing here because I have not talked to him, but when you're in 4th and you're on the goal line, and Tomlin actually alluded to it, I don't think Justin's comfortable under center. And that comes from college. Tomlin came out right and said, I believe this week or whenever it was, that, some of these guys are just more comfortable in the shotgun. And so I think that all stems back from the college game. And I know my last year, Coach Hepp, who, rest in peace, was like a father to me. My last year, knowing that I had a chance to get to the NFL, he let me every day in practice do the offense from under center. Like, I was getting reps every day under center, and I think that went a long way to helping me when I got to the league.
You get dropped in when Tommy Maddox gets hurt, I believe, and the rest is history. You go on to win a Super Bowl that year. And do you ever see college? Hey, you know, in college, they do shotgun kneel downs, end of the game. They're in shotgun for the kneel downs. I mean, you're talking ball is flying through air during victory kneel down. To your point about that, they're not even getting under center for that. Victory formation, when you're trying to be as secure as possible, let's not move the ball at all. We just want to do, they're shotgun snapping. It's crazy. But go ahead.
NFL offensive coordinators are not taking that 3-yard loss. That goes to the stats. For offenses, no way.
Amen. And for prop bettors, too, on quarterback rush yards, we don't need that happening to anybody. Tone has a question for you, Ben.
Yeah, first and foremost, Ben.
My guy.
Ben, 7, quarterback of steel. Thank you. Love you. But you talked about earlier in your career, you guys had the run game with Bussy, and then you were one to make something happen. Do you think that's how the season started for Justin? And then these last 2 weeks, I thought he's thrown the ball well, especially in the second half against the Chargers, and then pretty much the whole Colts game. He is throwing the ball. Yeah, tough environment, throwing the ball well.
Tough environment.
You think they can take the training wheels off a little bit more for Justin moving forward?
Yeah, that place is hard to play. I mean, when they pump in all the noise and everything, it's really hard to play.
There's no pump information or pump noise in there. We don't need any misinformation.
They're milking cows and weird stuff happens in the loud house. But I totally agree with you, Tone. I think like early on, it was almost like whether the training wheels, quote unquote, were on, or he just didn't feel comfortable like making that throw, forcing that ball into that tight window. The last week, and then I think, like you said, the second half of that Charger game, he's throwing the ball down the middle, finding seam throws. And I think he's getting more comfortable. I think the coaches then probably are getting more comfortable with him. And I would love to see his confidence, and I think it will. His confidence will continue to grow. I think the coaches should get more confidence in him. And I want to see them use the middle of the field. Like take your, sit in the pocket and hit your in routes, hit your curls. Like let's make it like let's make it like a pass in offense a little bit, because we know what he can do with his legs. So we'll see this week and see if they'll continue to allow him to keep opening it up and grow his confidence.
There's no pumped in noise at Lucas Oil, the loud house. Obviously, that's just
that was just the RCA dome.
Yeah, every week back then.
That's right,
I wasn't there for that. I think you were there for one of the games.
Every week.
Sorry, your ears. We're so sensitive to Indianapolis Colts fans, brother. Okay. Sorry, no other house can really keep up. Go ahead.
It got real quiet when a tackle was made. I don't know what happened there.
Okay. That guy, now, there's a story behind that as well. That guy was not playing at 100%. We're not going to dive into that. Great tackle. Incredible tackle. What a fumble. I mean, what a moment. All that. And then you guys go to the Super Bowl, and you win that one in Detroit too, right? Is that the one where you guys go?
Yep.
Yes.
Congratulations, Ben.
Taking the bus home.
Yeah, one for Bussy.
Yep.
Well, he tried to, the reason why you had to make the tackle is because
Ben had a huge rushing touchdown. Yeah.
Well, Ben always moving along. We just pulled up this play as we were talking to you. You're a psychopath.
Hall of Famer.
Jerome Bettis or you?
Oh, this is the one where this is the play I was talking about when you were talking about sacking me, and that's what would have happened. See how you would have tried to grab me, and I would have been like, hey, Pat, we would have had a conversation right there, like a little conversation. No, stay right there. Let me get rid of this ball. That's what would have happened.
No, listen, Ben, you're thinner than you were then. You even told me that. You're 20 pounds down. I said I was going to come off the edge and spear you in half.
I know.
Maybe we could do a halftime performance, see if you could tackle Ben Roethlisberger, one of the toughest dudes to tackle in the history of football. Look at the ankle tape, too, by the way. Obviously, this is
heavy.
We got third degree high ankle sprain on the right side. Left knee, I don't even know what's going on. There's certainly some...
Hey, that shoe is a size that's a one size bigger shoe to get all the brace and the cast in my foot.
Exactly. Just what a legend on the field. Now, your offense has seemingly worked because you were the quarterback. Then once you leave, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been trying to find an identity offensively, I think, since then. And there's been multiple different offense coordinators. Last year was old Canada. He got fired. Obviously, offenses weren't great. But there's people calling at one point for you to be an offensive coordinator. With how you played, and I know you have a family and obviously very invested in your kids' lives, did you ever think about getting into coaching or doing any offensive coordinating? Because these quarterbacks, seemingly, your style of quarterback, could be great at calling plays, and there's a lot of money, not that you need it, a lot of money in coaching right now if you can move an offense.
Can I coach and be out here golfing with my boys? I don't think so. This is what matters to me right now, being a husband and a father. And I can't ever see I shouldn't say never, but I can't see myself coaching. You see the hours and the time they put in. That's great, but I can't do this kind of stuff when I'm doing that. So this right now is my priority, and I just absolutely love this.
Did you hear the Steelers fans calling for you to call plays last year? I think Tone was trying to do it as loud as possible.
I was.
Yeah, I did. I called a lot of plays from the football and podcast.
Yeah. And Monday Morning Quarterback, and I assume it's great for that Steelers organization. Talking about your family and everything. Yeah, exactly. Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, Ben, how do you feel about the situation going down in Miami with Tua? Obviously, there's a lot of people speculating, should he play, should he not? Seems as though he's going to play after he's done on the IR. But what do you think about that entire thing? And then also, when we look at what's happened in Miami since he's been hurt, is that the most complicated offense in the history of the NFL, you think?
It seems pretty complicated without knowing exactly what's going on. But, I'm proud of him. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I've had my concussions and things like that. I don't know exactly what's going on in their world exactly. But the one thing that I always talk about, I've been an advocate for, is the brain. I mean, you can't get a new one. Some people need a new one, but you can't do it.
Whoa.
And no, not you, Pat. I would never say that about you, buddy.
Thank you. Sounded like
I will not name the people that need it, but no, that was definitely not towards you. But I think he's doing the right thing by taking his time. Oh, sorry, I probably froze. I owe you guys a new call when I'm not on the golf course.
No,
Okay?
you're great.
Mark me down.
We hear you. You look amazing. Don't you worry about it. But you're talking about Tua, and you think you go ahead.
I think he's smart. I think it's smart what he's doing. I think you got to take the time. I think he can still play. I don't think it's his decision, his call. I don't think he needs to retire or be done, but take the right amount of time to let yourself heal, to let the brain heal, because there's some great doctors in Pittsburgh that I've learned a lot about concussions in the brain, and you've got to give yourself time to heal, and your brain can heal. It's not like once you have one, you're going to get another one right away. Like, you can heal it up. So I'm glad he's taken the time to really make sure that he's ready and right before he comes back.
Yeah, we assume he's going to play again. I think that's kind of the narrative now. But at the beginning, everybody was telling him he needed to retire for the good of his family and everything. It felt like it got very loud very quickly. Tua loves ball. Think he's going to come back. And speaking of loving ball, you going to pay attention to Pittsburgh Steelers football forever? You're still in Pittsburgh. You're doing a podcast about Steelers football. I assume, yeah, that's how you feel?
Yeah, I'm going to be here. I'm not leaving here. This is home for us, and I'm going to pay attention to it. And I'd love to get involved with the Steelers at some point when it's right, whatever that looks like. I don't know. I enjoy being here. I enjoy what goes on here.
Steelers are a great organization. You're a great football player for a long time for that organization. Brought a lot of happiness. The Inzers everywhere, pal. We appreciate the hell out of you. Good luck on the golf course. Hopefully the kids beat your ass.
Whoa. I hope, you know what? Did your daughter get those golf clubs that your wife ordered?
We did, actually. We did get those in. Go. We did.
Good. One of these days, you're going to take one to the shin, and you're going to be thinking about me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer, future Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, Ben.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, all he does is, it's like his schedule is literally just kids.
Yeah.
He goes to I don't know where his kids go. They go to a school that is very different than the school that I went to. They have they do certain class. It's almost like they're in college already.
It's wild.
Which is a wild.
Okay, so he picks them up every day at like 1 or something like that. They have Fridays off, so yeah.
Yeah, but they
IMG.
Yeah, they have classes. They have classes they don't have that the parents obviously have to find specialized to do, and it's like,
oh wow,
these kids are about to be weapons. Great golfer, I guess.
Yeah.
His boy. I don't want to tell too much. I think he's 11 years old. I think he's going to the national championship for golf.
Damn.
Yeah, Ben did not play golf growing up. did not come from a place that does a lot of golfing. Started playing in college. Then once he got to the NFL, started playing a lot. He is like a 2, I think, or a 1.
I was going to say, he's got the size to be like an unbelievable golfer. I bet his ball is probably.
And his hand-eye coordination is pretty insane.
He's like the big easy Ernie Els out there.
He's a real player. I guess he's a real player out there. We talked to him about the Hawk family because he and Ryan Hawk were teammates at Miami of Ohio. So obviously the Hawks have known for a long time. But that was my first time meeting him on Sunday.
He's awesome.
He's
good shit talker.
He is a great shit talker. I mean, I assume Josh Allen and him similar in the shit talking department.
Yeah. Their games are similar too.
Yes, and I think I'd assume both of them take that as a compliment.
I would hope so.
Yeah, because,
And people forget about that with Ben. Like a lot of times in all bunch of careers when people are on the end of their run, you kind of forget what they were in their prime. Like you go back and watch some of those Big Ben highlights. It really is crazy seeing him, do this type of stuff. I mean, a 40-yard run against the Browns. I guarantee you ask anybody who just watched Big Ben from 2018 on, they would have no idea that he was running for 40-yard touchdowns because he is Josh Allen before Josh Allen was Josh Allen.
I appreciate the fact that he said, as I got older, I kind of knew what they were doing, but, that one was just kind of see who's open, drop the ball off to my guy.
Awesome.
And it was very evident that was the case. And a lot of people describe his style as backyard football. He told me he was going to do that to me. He said he was either going to do this move. He said, I got to move right here. It's just bam, and you're done. He said, I use that a lot. He said, and then you wouldn't be strong enough. You come in, I would literally just push you off of me, and then I would complete a pass or whatever. He said, you ever heard of Terrell Suggs? And I said, I went to Ball So Hard University, which I thought was a good good line as well. And he goes, you were a good athlete. He's a great athlete. I was like, okay. And then that was the play that he was referring to in that whole thing. Ben was the man. And in Pittsburgh, he won so many games. So many games for a city that loves it. And feels like the Steelers might be all the way back, huh? Justin Fields, your quarterback.
Forever.
Justin Fields is our quarterback.
We were talking about that earlier.
Like he's playing really I am so pleasantly surprised with how he's playing quarterback. I never, in my wildest dreams, could have thought he was playing this well.
Yeah, like we were mentioning this before the show when Tone came in today. Like Russell Wilson's done. I don't not in the NFL, not his career, but in Pittsburgh.
Did you see the photo coming out of the tunnel last week before the Colts game?
I did not.
Everybody's focused on Najee Harris and flipping off the loud house with both hands, which I would like to be on the record of stating. Hilarious move.
Respect.
That's a hilarious move. You come walking out into somebody else's stadium and double bird the entire place. That is a hysterical heel move. But everybody's paying attention to that. Look who's in the front, hands on hips, in front of the boys.
Captain.
Look who's captain of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look who's walking on the sideline in full pads every single play that the Steelers are on offense, kind of doing his thing. Russell Wilson. So you say Russell Wilson's done? Bob.
No.
The boys are lining up behind him ready to go to war.
Hey, it's unbelievable. And the fact that he's still doing this is cool. And that's why his career isn't done. But he's done in Pittsburgh. No doubt about it.
What? Is that the Pittsburgh Steelers? Or is that the Iowa Hawkeyes?
Yeah.
They look similar.
He's standing up there. And for standing up there, he is getting $37 million this year. $1 million from the Steelers, but he's getting a whole ton of money. So if his work day to get that $37 million is exactly what you just said, hey, I'm going to stand at the front of the line. I'm going to walk up and down the sideline. I'm going to cheer on my boys. I'm going to put on my eye black even though I don't need it. It's indoors and the roof's closed and there's no sun. But either way, I'm going to show up to get my paycheck. I'm going to earn my paycheck, and he's doing that. But as far as him playing in Pittsburgh, like, no way. Fields is their quarterback for the future. I mean, this year, but hopefully for the next 10, 15 years in Pittsburgh. And that's awesome for Tony. But the thought of like, hey, we're not going to announce a starter. We don't have to. Fields, we're just going to ride the hot hand. Like, no. Fields is starting 17 games for the Steelers if he's healthy this year. And I think that's awesome. It's sweet for Pittsburgh. It's just Russ is done.
Well, Tone, you were flopping back and forth between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, literally by the tweet that we were seeing.
But in the back of my head, it was always JF.
Okay.
In the back of his head.
And all of Pittsburgh. It was always, he's younger.
He's
cheaper.
But if he was successful, he would be the future. My only worry the entire time was if he does play, well to moderately well, like after this offseason, how much do you pay him? Well, that's a future problem.
Daniel Jones. Give him $40 million a year.
Give him $55 million a year.
Oh, see, that's what I mean.
Give him $62 million.
I mean, $40
going rate $62 million. $60 million a year is the rate.
It's a lot of money. $40 million next year if the cap is like 235, 240. I mean, you can make do with that.
At what point are they going to stop doing it?
I don't know.
You know?
I mean, you've broached this a
They
billion
got to have
times.
their own thing.
Yeah.
They got to have their own thing.
Yeah.
Feels like the Trevor Lawrence deal is the one that finally people have had enough.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
if you look at all the top contracts right now, and then you start talking like Super Bowls, and then you start talking about teams being like, we have to pay our guy, and then it's like, well, this is the rate. And once again, I want everybody to get $1 billion all the time.
Hell yeah.
Now, granted, more money goes into quarterbacks' pockets, less money can conceivably go into everybody else's pockets, but the quarterback's the most important position, so you got to pay the quarterback. The value is obviously warranted, earned, and you get it, the whole thing. But there used to be a quarterback club, and it was like Jim Kelly, Dan Marino. I think John Elway was in there.
Troy
Aikman was in there. And they just did their own deals, licensing deals.
Yeah.
They had like cereal. They had like different things. And it was called the Quarterback Club. Inevitably, the Quarterback Club pissed off the rest of the union, okay? Because you guys get all these deals, you're not helping anybody else out. So then union comes together, Quarterback Club kind of dead, okay? So that kind of, not just kind of dead, completely dead, doesn't exist anymore. Now licensing agreements are with the entirety, not just certain positions, and then we vote as a whole, yada, yada, yada. Kind of, speaking of unions, heard they're back on
Yes,
on
they
the
are.
boards.
Yeah, let's go.
Heard the men are back on the docks.
Go.
On the shores.
Well,
Thank you,
I
Florida.
Heard it back
baby.
on the docks.
Thank
Heard
you,
it back on
Florida.
the docks. But anyways, with these new deals and this new salary cap that has been raised and is going to go to historic heights whenever it comes to not just the NFL, but sports as a whole, with how much money is coming down the pipe, with how the ratings are, with the more games they can sell off and the revenue share, yada, yada, yada. It's like what that has become is just higher quarterback contracts.
Yeah.
And everybody else is kind of just, I mean, certainly reaping the benefits, a couple $100,000 more, $150,000 more here, but it's actually backfired a couple of different times too, because veteran mins are higher than they've ever been before, but there's so much more than rookie mins that they're actually saving the $500,000 there between the two to keep somebody younger. So it's like the quarterbacks have certainly won in this new CBA. Everybody has won in this new CBA. There's more money. But if they just negotiate a quarterback thing where they're handling their own contracts with the team, and there's like, you know, because I think NBA has max.
Yeah, they have max, and like if you're
Super
there,
maxes.
yeah, you're there longer. Exactly.
Super duper max.
And if you win, and if you have this, and if your team does this,
First
like
team All Pro.
all these incentives can get added into it, and then they can just kind of deal with it. And then what the salary cap will be is the rest of the team, and how you negotiate it and how you do that. I think that's a viable option. I legitimately think it is. I don't know if it'll ever come to fruition. I don't know if it'll ever happen, because if the quarterbacks are in their own world for that, are they going to want to be in their own world for licensing? And if that's the case, what does the deal look like for everybody else? Probably nothing. But at some point, a team is going to have to say, we're not doing it.
Can't.
At some point, it's going to have to take a quarterback, I think, to be like, I'll take $30 million.
Yeah.
$30 million is a lot of money.
I'll get it done.
$35 million is a lot of money. But then their agents are telling them, you know how much money this franchise is making off your back right now? You know how many of your jerseys are being sold? You know how many tickets are being sold because you were playing the football that you're playing? Go ahead and put another quarterback in here that is worth, let's say, $2 million less than you. This team would suck. They wouldn't make any of the money. So are you going to let them take advantage of what you've done in this place? And then the union comes in, and the union goes, for the next one, for the next quarterback that's up, you're going to let him down?
Come on.
His family's hard work.
What are
That's
you
on
doing?
you.
He
Crossing
might not
the
be in the
picket.
position that you're in. So you're going to take less money for this billion-dollar corporation, and then what's going to happen to the next quarterback that comes in the line? They're going to do the same thing. You're setting a precedent for them to. What if your son is an NFL quarterback, and he's up for a historic contract that'll give him the rightful money he's earned? They're going to point back at his dad for taking it. Like, that is the type of pressure.
Yeah.
Real
That is the real shit that comes down on these quarterbacks whenever their deals are up. But at what point are we like, come on. Because, boy, if you can spread that money around and your team remains great, normally your team and your franchise and everything in life is going to be better for everybody.
Well, look at situations like, so now these are guys who are second, third chance quarterbacks, but Baker had a great season. And he got 3-year $100, so it's like $30 million a year. That's not terrible for a quarterback at all.
He looks real happy.
Yeah, Geno.
Yeah.
He's doing undercover shit.
Yeah.
He was the first overall pick. He looks very happy.
Geno Smith, also a second chance guy, has a couple of good years in Seattle. He got 3 years $75. Like, so it's these second third chance guys that get like these.
Kirk Cousins, 4 years, 180.
Yeah,
I mean, you look at like compared to $60-some million. That is,
but those are nice. Like those are looking like the Geno and the Baker. Like obviously the Sam 1 year 10 is absurd right now. But those type of contracts on second.
Sam Darnold's what, 12 million, 13 million or something like that.
Yeah, I was like,
Joe Flacco's 4 million.
Yeah,
I mean, and then you got an option to potentially spend and get a $65 million.
I think Derek's Carr's is like 30, something like that. Maybe 35. Like that's not bad. Like when you look at versus 60, it's not bad.
Well, that's why the Mahomes thing makes no sense. Like, why wouldn't everybody who has a Mahomes age type quarterback, Josh Allen, Lamar, you can even throw Burrow in there. Like, why isn't everybody doing the 10-year thing? And then when you talk about like Brady, because we're thinking of guys who didn't, take the massive payday. Brady did that year after year every time his contract was up. I wonder if you could even do that today because of how loud it would get. Like, I honestly think that the Patriots dynasty, and granted, the Chiefs might be doing it right now. We might be watching, another Patriots dynasty, one that could be even better because of how young Mahomes is. But I really do wonder, like, if the Patriots dynasty was now, would they be able to handle the noise around like
everything?
Tom, you need to get paid more money. Bill, like, you're such a prick. Like, look what they're doing at other places, the social media stuff. Like, I do wonder if, like, without the age of that type of
cutting legends,
letting people go out the door, like
Adam Vinatieri,
Vinny, see ya. Like, Wes Welker, get out of here. Go to Denver. Like, play with Peyton Manning. Like, there's so many of those things. Vrabel left. Like, all those things. I do wonder if you were to put that now, how.
So Tyreek Hill leaves the Chiefs very loud.
Yeah.
Very loud. They win Super Bowl. But I think the Chiefs are really the only comp at this point.
Yes.
And you talk about Tom Brady being the guy that was able to take less and continue to play and also get coached hard and yada, yada, yada. Patrick Mahomes is still the same way. Patrick Mahomes signs that massive deal with the Chiefs, historic deal. 8, 10 years, whatever it was. It was falsely reported whenever it was reported.
Yeah.
And we don't know what the actual numbers are. I'm sure somebody will say they actually have it. Well, it's nowhere near what it was being originally reported as a $500 million deal that was basically being offered. It was going to be long-term so they could kind of move it around. But since then, Patrick Mahomes like, I'll let that it'll
figure it out.
We'll get it figured. And his price compared to everybody else's.
So I just looked it up. The average per year now, whatever that is, we know how contracts work. Mahomes is 45, Josh Allen's 43. Like, those seem like absolute steals right now.
Yeah, especially when you see guys getting the 60 a year.
Yeah, Dak,
big time.
$17 million. Okay, $17 million difference there. Do you know how many players you can sign? You can sign Joe Flacco 4 times with that $17 million. Because we all see these massive, massive deals, and it's like, how much is Mooney making? Like,
bingo.
Man, how much is Mooney making down for
Yeah.
Atlanta right now? How much are some of these guys that are like you get $6 million contracts on people, and then they start, you get 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
That's a game changer for you completely. So, like, every $10 million, every $5 million on the bottom half of the roster, middle of the roster, even near top of the roster can help so much whenever you're talking about roster development. Daniel Jones getting $40 million though.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
but to
not great.
the money point, like, think about what Justin Simmons just signed for. And Bates, granted, he gets 18 a year, but you're talking about $17 million. You could probably put together like a pretty damn good secondary with just $17 million right now, honestly, because the safety market's been garbage.
Yeah, I mean, you can go get the top guard in a free agent class and pair him with a mid-tier tackle for that exact range.
Yeah, offensive line, don't even think about it in the trenches. The swing tackle that you can maybe spend like $2 million on or $1.5 million on,
Running
as
back.
opposed to just a rookie min there that inevitably is going to get in, and then nothing can operate, and then you got 3 practice squad guys on your offensive line in week 5, and it's like, put Drake May in there.
Play him.
That's
for sure.
And it is. Your roster construction is certainly going to come to a point, but whenever you talk about quarterbacks, how much money they're making, it's crazy, because what will Justin Fields command? Whenever he has a full year under his belt in the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Second chance guy, probably maybe 30 million a year.
Yeah, 33.
Yeah, but
you hope he gets to a point where it's a $30 million thing.
I do. Yes.
And to your point about Tomlin saying, hey, just say it's Justin Fields' team, it's like we're only entering week 5. There's still so much that can happen.
And
there's so many teams that could potentially still go that look like crap. And there's a lot of teams that look good right now that could potentially be complete crap in the end. Untimely, unfortunate injuries. Maybe people just fall out of sorts. Maybe a book comes out on somebody.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not saying it because I think he's so good. But Jaden Daniels is a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, he's 4 weeks in. It's historic. This guy might break like actual NFL records, not just for rookies, but for all quarterbacks. 1 year removed from what C.J. Stroud did as a rookie. It's like, okay, second half of the season, they're going to have a book out on Cliff and Jaden. Are they still going to be able to go? Are defense coordinators going to figure this out, or is Jaden going to continue to adjust, continue to evolve, and only get better? There's a chance that that's the case. We hope that's the case, but there's also a chance that the second half looks vastly different than what it is right now. That's the NFL season, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of the NFL season, a team that we thought was going to be great hasn't led for a single second this year.
Whoa.
Ooh.
They've not had to lead.
There's a team that exists like that?
The only one. There's 32 teams in the entire league.
Oh,
Not the Jags.
Really?
Yeah, not the Jags. 32 teams. There's some good ones, some great ones.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's some crap ones. And you think in your head right now, you just thought of the crap ones.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yep.
Only one team in the entire NFL hasn't led for a single second this season yet. Do you know who it is?
I mean, I don't know.
No, the Bengals won last week.
The Jags are the only
Jag.
team that haven't won. It's not the
Patriots? No, Patriots.
It's the Miami Dolphins.
What?
What?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, I don't know. They suck, and they have sucked, and seemingly it's not getting any better. Gumpy, quick question for you. OBJ's back, though, I heard. OBJ's playing.
Maybe Mostert and OBJ back on Sunday. We don't know. We'll know after practice today, but things are looking up. Maybe 2 and 3 heading into a bye week. I don't know.
Oh, 2 and 3 heading into a bye week, and then 2 is back on the other side?
No, we got that IR. So even though there's the bye week, he's still got that 4th game to sit out because they put him on the IR. So we'll get Snoop Huntley live at the Loud House.
Okay, Snoop Huntley coming in the Loud House. Going to be a tough barn.
Barn.
Tough barn. OBJ, Mostert, though, getting out of that offense, we're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, we got Waddle and Tyreek we can't get the ball to right now, so OBJ should help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lead. We just need a lead one time, you know.
Hey, good for you guys, though.
Get a lead.
Too bad.
I mean, that was the thought going into this Dolphin season for sure. I mean, that's why the NFL is the greatest.
Yes.
That team, primed to get back.
Yep.
Primed to go on a run. Got a little bit of a chips on her shoulder because of what happened in the freezing cold Kansas City Chiefs game last year in the playoffs. Everybody counted us out. Everybody said we're soft. Everybody said we couldn't do it. We built on that. We got better. We added weapons to our team, OBJ.
Mm-hmm.
We won a home playoff game, and then you roll into the season, and it's just crap. There was actually an arrest that happened before a game.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like Murphy's Law is taking place for this Miami Dolphins team, and we didn't expect it at all, especially because we're such big fans of that particular coach right there. But when is Tua getting back? They need him, and they might need OBJ as well.
He should cut his hair.
OBJ's got a lot going on. What's going on?
He should cut his hair.
No, it's his daughter, right? He's done his daughter.
His daughter likes long hair, so
I know, but
stay.
do we want to win football games, or what are we worried about here?
I mean, dude, he's got to worry about his family.
I got a daughter, too.
You're talking about
People are turning on him.
Oh,
no.
big time.
Who?
A cut couldn't hurt, Coach. A cut couldn't hurt, brother.
No, we would have never
change
guessed.
something. We got to change something.
Remember
We got to win a football game.
Neil Brown shaved the goatee, and guess what? They're winning again.
Yeah, well, we lost again, and then we lost to Pitt that next week, and then we started winning FCS Northeast,
Climbing.
and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
we started rolling.
Kansas.
Oklahoma State this weekend. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, he cut that mullet too. They haven't experienced greatness since he's done that.
Bad luck.
That's probably what
Nobody's
it is.
really chatting about it. You talk about rally caps though, potentially being needed in Miami. How about the rally caps last night for the New York Mets? Did you guys see this?
Unbelievable.
And I have been on the record as somebody that has said, I don't know how you watch a whole baseball game.
Of course.
I don't know how you do it. I have no idea how people do it. But people watch entirety of baseball games for the entirety of the season to get to this postseason. And I'll tell you what, last night, I didn't watch innings 1 through 9. But I did see the 9th inning. The New York Mets have won a postseason series because the polar bear, Pete Alonso, hits a 3-run shot in the 9th inning when they were down 2-0. Then Winger, I believe, or Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Winker, who's a madman, would steal second, and then he would end up getting home and smashing his helmet through the earth, through the actual earth after doing it. 4-2, the Mets would be up, and then obviously they would close it out. Congrats to the New York Mets. And I'll say, I didn't watch any of the game before that, but that was electrifying.
So sweet.
We'll have Michael Cole on in the next hour to talk about his Mets getting a win for the first time.
Can't wait.
Guy's a mark.
He's going to be jacked up. I did send him a text immediately before that home run that we'll air on the show in the next hour. It was one of the best condescending texts I've ever sent.
It was great. The panache on the polar bear.
Dude.
Rolling around for
bingo.
First base.
How Jack? They were saying he was, this guy, what's he going to do? Legendary.
Gotcha.
Boom.
Forever. All right, we're back in the next hour. We got AJ Hawk and Marshawn Lynch. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Pat McAfee. Used to hold balls for Adam Vinatieri. Now I'm in his home state.
college game day is absolutely electric. And Brookings,
College Game Day has made the voyage to Brookings, South Dakota to experience a game with the best fans in college football. I unfortunately cannot attend because I have a game this Sunday, so I sent a man I trust to make my picks. A man who is my holder for almost a decade. Please be nice to him. Welcome this week's celebrity guest picker, Pat McAfee.
Go big, go blue, go Jacks.
Hosting Auburn. Yes, everybody saw this. The best fake punt in the world. What do you think, Pat?
I absolutely loved it all the way up until execution time. That is not one we like to show in the brand headquarters and punting and kicking world.
Oh, dance off. Oh, let's get weird. Yes. Duck that, huh?
Bang! Right off the top of the dome. That makes it a lot easier when you got a dummy standing right in front of you like that.
Running. He's Haydukin! Daniel Russo!
Wax on! Wax off! Knee to the face!
World Series!
Go! Go! Yes!
These teams stink. With that 15, they celebrate by doing shotguns. And I'm a big fan of that. I'm going with the University of Virginia Cavaliers. That was great. Whoa! I will never, ever in the history of my life cut against that ball. Oklahoma State is the way here. It does not matter. Not so fast again.
But I'm going with Trey.
Please excuse my dumb friend Kirk. You look at this crowd, they've been out here since 4 a.m. College game day comes to town, they lose their mind. The population of this state is about 800,000, and when the Jackrabbits take the field, they're alongside all 800,000 South Dakotans. The Dakota marker was in Fargo for far too long. Today, 5 o'clock local time, the Dakota marker is back in beautiful Brookings, South Dakota. Terry School. They might be the Jackrabbits, but they're the GOATs today. Ladies and gentlemen, South Dakota State with the win.
Give me that place in.
No, don't do that. No, leave.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
What?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink.
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this Feel Good Friday, October 4th, 2024, hour 2 of the program starts right now. Football! Hey, it's awesome. Week 5 of the NFL season kicked off in a massive way last night with the Falcons getting an overtime dub over the Buccaneers. The toxic table is here at Boston Connor and at Bruce Brown, who is sitting in for Ty Schmidt, who has had another baby a couple days ago. Congrats to Schmitz. City's beautiful. One half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys AP tone. Sweet shirt today, pal.
Thank you. You know, it was time. You know, I wanted them to get to that 5-0 finally, you know, and beat a real team in Maryland. And I was like, okay, I'm a real believer now, and Sig Signetti is going to go playoff bound, boys.
Okay, first year at IU for Kurt Signetti, also known as Sig Signetti. First time in 57 years they're 5-0.
Yeah.
Unreal.
First time this state has had football fever for Hoosier hysteria since I've been here.
For shoot.
First time I've seen them sell out that stadium. First time I think they've ever been able to wrangle up a lot of money for football as opposed to basketball. First time Cignetti stepped foot in Indiana.
Unreal.
Cignetti said, Google me, I win. And I'll tell you what, son of a bitch was not lying.
It's destiny because he was a phenomenal coach at IUP, Indiana University of Pennsylvania, which is close to where we grew up. Then he graduated to this Indiana in this big league.
He went from a satellite school to the school.
Yeah.
And then now he's doing the same thing he did there,
Bingo.
which is win for the Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Congrats to Cignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers. Got to be a game day watch going on.
I mean,
got to be a college game day watch going on.
You would think so. It'd be. I mean, they got Nebraska in a couple weeks, and that would have been. Unfortunately, Nebraska lost to Illinois. But there's some other big games left on.
Is Michigan at Indiana?
Yep.
Michigan is. I think Washington. I don't know.
They have Washington on the schedule. I don't know where it's at.
But there's a couple of those games. It's like college game day down there because with Cal Berkeley getting knocked off the list tomorrow, there was 6 schools that allegedly did not have college game day football. Now there will be 5 going forward, but people don't count Indiana as one of those 5. Indiana, I think, had Thursday college game day, like to kick off a season.
Come on,
not like a
not
like a Saturday college game
Not
day.
full.
And it's like what Cignetti's doing. He got game day to JMU.
Yep.
And it feels like he's going to get game day to Bloomington, and I'm pumped up about that.
Me too.
These people are awesome around here.
Yes.
They've been focusing on basketball. They've been focusing on Little Five. They've been focusing on other things. Now with the football being an option in fall, it's like Indiana will be majestic for some time to come.
Yeah, it'd be unbelievable. Your sweatshirt's also very interesting.
Yeah.
It looks sweet. The quality is definitely suspect, but the Utah Hockey Club, when did you get that thing?
Yeah, the NHL officially drops the puck on their regular season today in Czechia, which I guess people call the Czech Republic.
Yes.
So not Chechnya.
No, it's Czechia.
Chechia.
Chechnya might be something different. To be clear, don't know the geography of that particular part of town.
Neither.
There's a lot of words over there, though. But Czechia, Czech Republic, I know Bruce lives over there in the offseason.
They got Prague. That's their big city. It's cool.
Prague's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, you get beer.
Spelled Prague.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cool buildings.
Prague.
Anyways, regular season drops the puck today with
Hockey's here.
the Devils taking on the Sabres. And there's preseason games happening, though, here in America.
Yeah, preseason's still going on.
For the NHL, but they're officially starting the season with that game mattering, which I assume is a good deal for the NHL to do internationally, especially with where a lot of the players come from. But congrats to the NHL and congrats to the Utah Hockey Club getting started.
Tuesday games start here in the States.
Okay, let's go. Joining us now live from an attic in Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, Hawker.
AJ, Falcons get an overtime dub, win by 6. Obviously, they cover at home. Electrifying Thursday night to kick off week 5 of the NFL season. What's your takeaway from a 509-yard night for Kirk Cousins?
I mean, I think quarterback play. I know a lot of people probably would talk about it, but we've been complaining about, like, why is quarterback play down, why they're not pushing the ball down the field, all of this stuff. I mean, when they need it the most, boy, Kirk absolutely comes alive. It was beautiful execution by them as well, getting to the line of scrimmage and getting that ball spiked and having 1 second left to try to tie it up.
Yeah, they only had 12 seconds, I believe, before the play was started, and it's like fire. Yeah, 12 seconds when the ball was snapped. That's a short amount of time. You know, like there's a NASCAR field goal, and it's normally like 18, 19 seconds is what you need because you got to get some offensive lineman off, a field goal kicker on, holder on. In this particular one, 12 seconds to get everybody set, no false starts, and then have your coach going bananas in your face saying you're awesome. You're awesome. And then knowing the Younghoe Koo is going to come through, and then in overtime walking right down the field and getting a game-winning touchdown drive on the same game that you got a game-tying drive in the final 2 minutes. It's like, congrats to the Falcons. Congrats to Hodge. And Raheem Morris is doing it down there. They got the football gods on their side, AJ. They're the only team, I got this stat from Hembo, the Falcons have trailed within the final minute of the fourth quarter in all 3 of their wins this year. Wow. Football gods are on their side. Congrats to the Falcons. Speaking of the football gods, the college football gods have been blessed that the celebrity guest picker for tomorrow's college game day is a living legend, an icon, one of the greatest humans to ever exist, a Super Bowl champion, a 5-time Pro Bowler, a future Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, Marshawn.
How you doing, man?
What's up with my boy, man?
Hey, I can't wait to see you in Berkeley, California tomorrow. What do I need to expect? I've never been to Berkeley. Now, I am not a human that I thought would ever end up in Berkeley, California, but the fact that you're going to be there obviously makes it even more awesome and makes me excited. But what should I be expecting from that place, Marshawn?
You should be expecting a lot of dope smoke.
Okay, I like that.
A lot of dope smoke.
Okay, so it's going to be cloudy in Berkeley. It's going to be cloudy in Berkeley.
Very cloudy, you understand? The forecast in Berkeley say cloudy. I think it's just like that in the Bay Area, period.
Yeah, I remember we played the Raiders, and it felt like there was a bit of a fog system rolling through as the fans. And, you know, they say hot air rises, but every once in a while some of that good shit will come on down and say hello.
And it'll settle right in.
Wow. What are you doing right now, Marshawn? We know you got Inyo City for Amazon Prime. Tomorrow you're doing Game Day. You have a podcast that you just launched, I believe, a couple of weeks ago. And I heard you're Are you in a are you filming something right now?
I am. I'm actually in the process. I'll probably go to a set within the next few hours to get back on that hype. But right now they told me that you wanted to holler at me, so I say, oh hell yeah, tap me in ASAP.
Well, I appreciate that.
I fuck with you the long way, dog. You know what I mean?
Marshawn!
Anytime you call, bruh, it's automatic, bruh. The love that I got for you is bulletproof.
Man! Wow. That just made me feel, hey, same way to you, bub. Just want to let you know that. That made me feel, have you been following college?
AJ, what's happening, dog?
Hey, Marshawn, I remember trying to tackle you when you were back playing for the Bills when you were still running people over, man. So, yeah, been doing it for a while.
I mean, he gave a promo.
Man, shit, you talk about that, man. I remember watching your ass on film trying to think about how I'm going to escape your ass, shit.
You're going to lower your head and try to run everybody over. That's what you're going to do.
Well, he said he's running the buses.
I just have one hand and one move.
No, that's not, because you got this move at the end. Obviously, that's its own move. You know, you got to, you got to do that. But I think in Buffalo was when he cut the promo about, I used to just run into buses. Yeah, right? Didn't that your thing? So you were like...
No, it wasn't that. That's just when we used to play outside in the street. Yeah, I mean, you had to dodge shit. You had buses, parked cars, dolphins, prostitutes, all kinds. You had to make sure you missed all of that type of shit.
Hey, good agility. You know, you're able to dance. You got feet like a shorebird. You know, you got the ability.
Yeah, man.
How closely have you been following this Cal Bears team, man? It feels like there's actual electricity around the team this year, legitimately.
It is, man. You know, it's crazy. I didn't got to build relationship with a lot of those guys over there, and then two of the running backs over there, J.I. And then Javion is that's a product of Oakland, straight up out that West Bingter. So I'm really excited about those dudes, and just having the opportunity to meet them on a personal level and know them. But the way that them motherfuckers been toting that tater, man, it's been exciting because I'm running back up out of Cal, so I love to show love to the running back.
How do you feel about Miami coming in there? Cam Ward, obviously the quarterback from Miami. They got people saying the U's back, Marshawn. The U is back, they're saying.
Man, you know what? I talked to Edge a little earlier this week. You know what I mean? We got some shit going on, so hopefully my boys can pull it out. But the U, they've been looking right, and that quarterback been doing some shit. Like, I like his style too.
Yeah, he does do some shit. Last week it was he told the team, he said, hey, we're running the ball right here before the snap. We're running it right here. And then lo and behold, they ran it right there for a touchdown. I mean, he's dancing in people's face. We're talking that quarterback down there. Yeah. We're talking, they're all the way back, it feels like. You're talking about Edgar and James, obviously, Miami legend. I like that you guys got some shit on the game. I assume.
Yeah, we got some shit on the game, you know what I mean?
I assume.
Ed, just don't back out now, Ed. Wherever you at, I know you listening.
Well, I mean, I feel like Edge is one of the reasons why I feel like the U is back. Mm-hmm. He's gassing him up. Ed's gassing him up. Michael Irvin is giving speeches on the sideline in the fourth quarter. Are you going to be doing the same for Cal? I don't know, Marshawn.
Look, I don't know either, but I'm just saying, though, we got the opportunity. I don't remember the last. I don't even know if we've had a college game day.
No.
And we done had A-Rod, Deshaun, myself. Justin folks said, like, we didn't have some dogs up there we would have thought would have, brought y'all out there, because I would have loved to see old boy Lee throw that one of the games, but I'm not sure if we've ever had a game day. So
no, haven't. His first time.
It's the first time?
Yeah, it's actually first time heading out there, yeah.
Oh, well, them niggas got to show up, man. It's only right.
Dude, 6 a.m. local. 6 a.m. local, that show starts, Marsha. That's early. You're talking about the cloudy and the foggy. 6 a.m.?
Oh, look. That's it's like an automatic, man-made fog machine. So don't worry about that. The fog is going to be there. But shit, you talking about having me up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Look, bro, that's how much love and respect I got for you, dog.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, well, we'll see you over there. I can't wait. Good luck on set today, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, man, it's good to see y'all. I appreciate it, man. Much love and respect, man. Hey, keep paving the way, bro, because I watch what you got going on, and with the podcast situation that I got going on, just to keep watching you, bro, see you doing your thing, and can continue to keep innovating and motivating a nigga like me, bro, to keep going and doing my shit.
I appreciate the shit out of you. We'll spotlight the hell out of your podcast too, because the world needs more Marshawn Lynch, and I think that Inyo City thing with Amazon.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
One of the greatest ideas of all time. Let's drop his ass in Amish land. Let's drop his ass in the middle of Compton, in the middle of a ranch. Let's send him to fucking Cuba. I mean, it has been awesome, Marshall. You enjoying that? I assume you have to be.
Man, I'm loving that shit. I had so much fun doing that, man. And it just, the fact that they give me an opportunity to just go out there and fuck with it how I fuck with it, bro. I get to bring my family with me while we do this shit. Put people in position who probably never would have had the opportunity. So, it's a blessing for me.
Well, we're lucky to see it. Go ahead, AJ.
Marshawn, hey, you mentioned Aaron earlier. I know you obviously play with him in college. How do you think the Jets are going to do? Obviously, he looks like he's kind of back to form. Looks like he's healthy. You think the Jets are going to make a run?
Man, you know what? It's one thing that I'll never do, and I wouldn't give a fuck if he was out there on that one leg. I would always pull for dog, because I know the work ethic that he got. I know how smart he is, and I know how much he loves football. So the fact that he out there, continuing to do it, because I think he like 47 or something. Really, you feel me? He really an OG out there, really continuing to do his thing. And then you feel me, the young pieces that he got over there. Them little motherfuckers remind me of some Deshaun Jackson. I wouldn't say as fast, but got some Deshaun Jackson when it comes to, how they maneuver and shit, like their character and, keep Aaron on his toes. Like, I think that'll be a good thing for him. And I'm going to tell you, as long as that dude, I wouldn't give a fuck if he was throwing that ball from a wheelchair. As long as he got that arm, I'm telling you, I'm counting him in for sure.
You guys seem to be, I don't want to say exact opposite humans, but potentially vastly different, and you guys got along immediately? Is that true or no, Cal?
Man, the funny thing about it was, when I came in as a freshman, bro, I ran in there, didn't have no idea what the fuck was going on. These plays sound foreign to me, and how you said Cam told him, hey, you gonna run right here? That was something that A-Rod did with me, like, gave me opportunities like, hey, go line up out there at receiver and just run a fade, like, just go. And he'd throw that motherfucker up. But when we was in training camp, we had a power, which is my favorite run play. But I'm looking at like, damn, this Aaron Rodgers, we going against the first team defense, and I froze. And I fucking ran the wrong way, but Aaron somehow maneuvered and handed me the ball off backwards. Coaches came over there. What the fuck you doing, Marshawn? Oh, I can't believe you did it. I scored on the play, but A-Rod came over there and was like, hey, you know what? I told him to do the wrong thing. And they like, well, Aaron is kind of fucked up because everybody else did what they were supposed to do for the play except for him. We understand he scored, but we got to get this guy to know the plays. So when he took up for me in that position, it really did something to me in the fact that we're like, considering I knew he was going to the league, but I'm like, there's somebody who put their reputation on the line for me. So it made me, you feel me, go get in my playbook, want to study more and do other shit. So when you say complete opposites, which we are, but that alone did something to my, to my mind and changed me as a player who I was. Because before it was just like, hey, just tell me which way to run and then I'm going to just go do some shit. But then I started looking at, okay, what the offensive lineman got, which receivers is going to be going downfield to go get the safety, is going in there to get the safety, or is he coming down to crack on the linebacker? So I think it just helped me elevate my game from an overall standpoint.
Hey, how great is the game of football, Marshawn? Legitimately. It's the greatest of all time.
Man, it's the one thing that I say it kept a lot of motherfuckers from going to jail. It gives an opportunity to go help individuals who have no path. It'll lay down. If you follow it right, you follow the blueprint and follow the foundation that, so many people have laid down before you to go ahead and get, yourself out of a position. Because, that's exactly what it was for me. And then the fact that I'm able to go out there and play to where I could go and bust motherfuckers' head and I don't get in trouble.
Right.
Oh, man. Shit.
What was that?
Man, you got me talking this football shit. Got me thinking I still got something left.
You do. You do. There's a lot of teams that need you too. I assume there would be teams that would sign you today if they found out you had.
I could go in there and talk that shit. But other than that, shit, man, you ain't seen these new young kids. Them little motherfuckers is fast, strong as hell. They hit hard and don't even know they hitting hard. Like, ooh, shit. When I came out of retirement for that little short run at the end of the playoffs with
Seattle,
like, where I got hit so motherfucking hard, my whole right side of my body went numb.
But you scored, didn't you? I think you scored a touchdown that first week, if I do recall. Didn't you score?
Every week. I got in that zone every week. They ain't just gonna leave it at the first week. I went and got in there every week, but that little motherfucker woke me up. I don't think he knew who I was. I definitely for sure didn't know who he was. But after we done collided, we got well acquainted. Like, oh yeah, okay, little motherfucker. Who is dude? I took a knee on the sideline. Trainers come on, Marshawn, you all right? I'm over there breathing. I'm breathing from the diaphragm. I got went back to all of that. Like, yeah, I'm good. I just, you know what I mean? Ooh, shit, took everything in me to get back up and get in that game.
You were serving shots, right, of tequila in the parking lot like a week before that.
At the Raiders game.
Yeah, all right. Because we told that, like, I'm like going through it in my head right now. Like, yeah, he was in a parking lot the week before selling tequila or giving out shots of tequila, and then a week later scoring touchdowns while saying, I'm just trying to get my shit back. Yeah. I was bartender.
I'm just trying to get my shit. Yeah, man. Look, so I got a tequila Tramba. So, we were doing some little promo. I was handing out shots and shit. And then, the opportunity came. Fuck, I got to go get back to work. And I'll say it was damn near like simultaneously, like shots, look on the phone, like, what's up? You got anything left in the tank? Like, ooh, shit. Hey, I got it. Mama, here, take the shots. Mama, take the bottle. Mama, take the bottle. She like, what? I got to go work out. No, mama, she talking about, I don't know what the hell you be having going on. But whatever you do, keep doing it because it's keeping your little black ass out of trouble. And I love to see you going to do all of this shit that I have no idea that you're doing. So thank you. She said she'd hear about most of the shit that I be doing from her friends at Bingo. So as long as I can continue to keep putting that smile on mama's face, man, I'm blessed. Hey, those Bingo conversations with your mom have been, I assume, incredibly active. I mean, the Man vs. Wild episode that you went out there today is the best one they've ever done. I mean, the best one. You get Bear Grylls, and then you say polar opposite human in the woods and have Bear be, all right, we're going to do all shit here. And then Marshawn, I'm not doing that. That was amazing. Everything you do is awesome, dude. You need to know that. We're lucky for
Bro, that shit was crazy. I'll tell you straight, because I thought he was, I had a moment where I tripped out on Bear. Like, I'm like, man, I said, oh, y'all hella racist. Y'all done brought me out here in the middle of nowhere. Because they had me really doing all of that crazy ass shit, like hanging me off the cliff and chasing after that bull and all that crazy. I'm like, oh, y'all. And then I look around and I'm like, hold on, I'm the only black person here. Like, oh, they done set me up. They done brought me out here to these woods and trying to kill me and shit. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm like, Bear, you could have killed me at home, Bear. You ain't had to bring me all the way out here to kill me, Bear. You got me fucked up. They like, no. He really like some kind of like Green Beret or some like high-ranking army, somebody from somewhere. Like, no, he really know what he doing. He know what he doing. So I'm like, oh shit, so he could really kill me.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
Hey, look. Yeah, for real. I'm like, well, hold on. I got this knife right here. He like, nah, I don't think that knife don't do nothing for this camera dude. Why he record me and we just chopping it up? I'm like, oh shit, man. I'm like, man, but where he at? He got to see me with these hands, though. You feel me? So that's where that shit come from. My mama, we get up there on that high ass peak of that mountain. I'm just like, hey, man, let me call my mama right quick, bro, just in case anything go wrong. Because I'm really doing the stunts, though, or the crazy ass shit that they really got us doing. Like, I really was doing that shit. So I'm like, man, let me just call my mama because shit, one false step. We had a cliff. He talking about that's a 30,000 foot drop type shit. I'm like, I can't fly. Nigga. I be high. I don't think I can fly like that. Hey, AJ, I swear to God, I'm like, man, let me just call mom. I get on the horn like, hey, mama, and all in the background I hear N 36, mom. Like, mama, man, I understand you just bingo, but look, mama, I'm at the top of this mountain. This nigga Bear tripping. I think he gon' man, look, mama, just, you know what I mean? Look at this view. I let her see the view and shit like, hey, dude, like, all right, let me say hi to Moms. He like, Moms, I got him. You know, you ain't got to worry about him. To look at see all that crazy shit. I'm like, man, Bear be tripping, mama. This man, Bear be tripping on mamas. And she like, boy, what the hell you out there doing? You know what I mean? You always doing something. Get your ass back home safe. And once she said that, all that army shit that Bear was on, and you know what I mean, brigade, and he got all his people, I'm like, shit. Mom's told me to make sure I make it home. So, smart. All right, I'm going to take Bear first, and then I'm going to whoop all this. I done made a plan in my head. Like, nigga, Mom said I got to make it home. I don't know how to do it. They had helicopters and jet boats. Man, it was, yeah, but that was, Pat, out there. AJ, I ain't lying, bro. Heart was beating like a motherfucker. And I said, yeah. I'm like, yeah, man, you know what? They do that scared straight. I say, shit, you want to see a change in a person, bring their ass out here to the top of this mountain, tell them go hunt wild boars and fucking, he playing with wild boars. He playing with the shit like, oh, it's fresh, it's steaming, and we could get berries out of here. Like, no, you could get berries out of here. I got some Hennessy in my back, bro. We gonna be good.
Do it again.
Oh man, my bad, man. I probably know how to waste all your time, man.
No, Marshawn. Any other stories you got? In my head, I was trying to figure out because I think Bleacher Report. I was trying to figure out other things that happened that I would like the backstory to. Bleacher Report put you in a room, I think, and they just had random shit happen in front of you. And I think you saw Red Panda. I think Red Panda showed up, the lady who kicks the bowls. Yeah.
Oh, the bowls on the top of her head. Yeah, she a dog. She for sure beast mode. She get up on the top of that little ass uncomfortable seat and get the kicking shit up on top of her head. There she go. She a monster, boy. She do some shit. And then I tried to get up there on that, what's that, unicycle?
Yeah, unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
Just the whole little shit and how that go. But she got some impeccable balance, and that's what I was counting on. Like, nah, you know, I got some good ass balance. I done had motherfucker hit me from this side, and I ain't fall. But trying to get up on that thing, nah, that's a different level of mental capacity that I don't think I possess. I ain't unlocked that percentage in my brain yet to get up on no thing and do no shit like that.
I feel like you're going to, though. If I have any, because listen, we're talking about all this shit right here. You're part owner, I think, of the Seattle Kraken.
Yep.
I think you have a merch brand that is phenomenal. You own your own shit when it comes to entertainment. You have storefronts in like Vegas and other cities. It's like your business is insane too, Marshawn. You know, your mom said, just get your ass home safe. It's like mom's in a much fucking bigger house. And it's not just because of football. You're a genius, Marshawn. You are, dude. You're a genius.
Oh, man. Look, I love to take credit for that, bro. But it's really been, you know what I mean, the team that has been around me. Like, man, I talk to some players and they tell you, like, you know, they done switched financial advisors, agents, you know, all these business people and assistants and accountants and all these people. All my people that I've been rocking with, bro, we've been rocking since like 2006. So, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I just say I've been blessed with, you know what I mean, having a team. And then, you know what I mean, I came up from an era where, you know what I mean, motherfuckers was scared of their mama. You know what I'm talking about? Like, my mama would beat my ass if I was getting out of pocket doing some shit that I ain't had no business doing. And then what make that even worse was if I was doing this around the neighborhood, the parents in the neighborhood would see me outside doing some foul shit and they'd come beat my ass and then take me home. And I'm thinking like, yeah, mom. And then mom's echoing it like, boy, you shouldn't have been over there doing that dumbass shit. Then I come in the house and then she want to give me another. So, I mean, you know, it was something like accountability. And I think, you know, just from an early age, you know what I mean, to be in that position where you say, you know, talk about all the businesses and, you know, the investments and the avenues that I have in that world, I think it just became like the accountability part, like with going through all of this shit. You know, you be the smartest motherfucker in the world. You ain't got no accountability and taking care of what you need to take care of. You know, that shit will crumble. But, you know, just I think, you know, really, I mean, the love and support that I have from the team that I have really pushed me. And then, I mean, you know, growing up, you know what I mean, a lot of motherfuckers, they always tell you the same shit, like you either be dead or in jail by the age of 18. So then when you get a little older and, you know, you look back on that, it's like, damn, that shit started to motivate you. And then every year after 18, it's just like you start adding them up. Like them, I said it once before, but then like your Mario mushrooms, your 1-up. Like for every year that I got after 18, it's like, well, shit, at 19, like, oh, I ain't dead, or I ain't jail. Like, oh yeah, that's a 1-up. You know what I mean? And I just started counting them shits up, and then, you know, having individuals who that, like, you know, it's cliche, but having individuals who doubt you. You know what I mean? Not that you, like, I internalize it, but it ain't something that I really speak about or nothing, but I mean, that also motivated me. Then my trials and tribulations, like that shit motivated me. And then, you know, watching individuals like you, you know, individuals I got a lot of love for, just, you know what I mean, in the spaces, especially the ones that I'm not in, that I probably don't think I could survive or thrive in. But to see them doing it in a way of which, you know what I mean, motherfuckers ain't changed up. They, you know what I mean, still do their own shit. And then looking at it like, damn, okay, my path that I took, I mean, it you know, it was mine, but when you see other individuals doing it, make you feel like, oh, okay, I'm in great company. And then the thing is, you don't see a lot of people who can actually do it that way. So it gives me a little bit more motivation to continue to do that, to show other individuals. So, I mean, you know, everything I do, it really comes down to an educational standpoint, whether that's business, relationships, nutrition, anything. It's just more about just, you know what I mean, getting educated in ways that, you know what I mean, before I wouldn't even, you know what I mean, thought about.
Well, you're crushing it, Marshawn. Hey.
Hell yeah.
You've always been Marshawn Lynch.
I appreciate it, big dog.
You've always been Marshawn Lynch, too, which is why I appreciate it. Like, there's so many different times, and I think I've told you this before, there's so many different times where you could have changed. They wanted you to change. People wanted you to change, act different. And you still, you know, go back to the town. You host parties there. You take care of everybody. You do everything while also expanding your reach and your brand and making decisions that all of us watch. It's like, that's why I think you're one of the greatest humans that ever exist, legitimately. And I will forever say that. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow in Berkeley, California, a place that my breed of white is not supposed to be. That is.
Nah, see, that's the thing about Berkeley. They don't discriminate against shit. They gonna open you with a. Well,
yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, hey, buddy. Hey.
I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to get there. That'd be great. All right.
Yeah, but man, this go back. My bad. Then I'll let you go. This go back to a shit when you gave me an opportunity to come on the show when you was doing the zone out there in
Canada.
In Canada. So man, like I said, like anytime you know what I mean, hit my line or you got anything going on that I could be a part of, bro, don't even hesitate.
We love you.
They're gonna wait to fuck with you, family.
We love you, man. Safe travels to Berkeley. Crush it on the set. Keep representing for football as a whole. You're the man, Marshawn Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, AJ, big dog, man. I'ma holla at y'all. Y'all be solid, man. Have a blessed day.
Hey, you too. See you tomorrow, brother. All right. Oh, beast.
That was awesome.
Legend.
That was like my favorite interview, I think.
Of all time.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go watch The Man vs. Wild with Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
Completely worth it. I was actually freaking out out there.
Ready to kill everybody.
I'm the only black person out here too. This is some shit.
Kill me.
This is some real shit. Mom, I'm calling my mom. I love how grounded he is with his mom. Like that is an awesome thing to have. But literally, and I assume he would acknowledge it too. Wasn't perfect, hasn't made the right step every single time. But if you look into his business and everything he's accomplished and how he's gone about doing it, and who he's taken care of and who he's stayed, it's like he's somebody that a lot of people should learn from. And I assume there will be books written about his life and everything that he's come from to everything he's doing now and everything he's done in between. He's the man. We had a good time in Canada.
Was that that was during Steve Nash too?
Yeah, Steve Nash and I didn't have as good of a connection.
Yeah, a little different.
Marshawn Lynch and I had a good
Skittles.
Yeah, and smoke. I mean, the peace pipe has been bringing people together for a long time. They have talked about that. But how about him, Berkeley? Listen, tomorrow you're walking into altitude, 40,000 feet, pal.
Yeah, it's great.
I didn't even think about that because we're on top of that thing, right? We're on top of the
little hill.
What's the
fault?
The green triangle.
San Andreas fault.
No. That's
what is that? I don't know
That's
what
Northern Cal. That's where they used to grow all the weed up in Northern Cal.
Oh, you're talking about Humboldt County.
Yeah, way up.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about anything.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what that was. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it earlier. Last night wasn't only just a Falcons monumental overtime win at home for this Kirk Cousins and Raheem Morris era in a exhilarating game on Amazon Prime. There was also a baseball game that happened.
Oh.
Yep.
And the New York baseball Mets won a postseason series for the first time in, I don't know, I guess forever? I have no idea.
Been a while.
What the answer is. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, voice of the WWE, New York Mets superfan and Jets superfan, Michael Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
To answer your question, it was 2015, and that was the year the Mets lost to the Royals in the World Series. Hi, guys.
Nobody remembers that. That was so long ago. That was what? That was actually probably 175,000 baseball games ago.
Yeah.
Actually, whenever you start doing all the math. Last night was electrifying. I walked into my TV that had the Mets game on. It was, I think, 0 outs in the ninth. You guys were losing. It was my first time seeing it. And I sent you a text, Michael Cole, and we have a picture of it here. Postseason baseball was fun for the Mets this year. Got a chance to celebrate a little bit, watch it collapse, and then bow gracefully into the offseason. And here we go. Another year of Mets baseball has passed. And Michael Cole's response, fuck off. Okay? And then literally 2 minutes later, Pete Alonso hits a 3-run banger to get the lead in the ninth inning of a must-win game, 3 of a 3-game series. What a moment for you. I assume you lost your mind. And how would you describe this moment for the big polar bear?
Pat, I'm numb. I'm still numb. I was up most of the night and most of the morning today watching all the replays and all the videos that have been put together by all the fans of the home run last night. Howie Rose, the radio voice of the Mets, unbelievable call. It's just it's unbelievable. It's been an excruciating season. 50 years I follow this team. It's been 40 years since we've been to a World Series, or won a World Series, and I've been down on this team. They were 11 games under 500 in May. I've bitched and moaned about them to you, to Passon, to everybody who will listen. But that's why baseball is the greatest sport. And I don't want to get into a debate with you guys about that today, but in my opinion, baseball is the greatest sport. It is the most romantic. You could not have written a script like what happened last night. Pete Alonso came up. He had a horrid series. He had just dropped a foul ball a couple of innings prior. He walks up in the 9th inning with 2 runners on, down 2-0, in what could possibly have been his final game as a New York Met. He's going to be a free agent, and he does that.
Wow.
And you couldn't write a script like that. And I lost my shit. I mean, I was at a bar in Nashville, quiet place, couple of people, and I exploded. I was doing laps around the bar. I mean, I was running. I was crying. I mean, it was insane. Following this team, and they've had many memorable wins over the years. This home run is probably the biggest home run in the history of the New York Mets. It was an incredible, incredible moment. Pete Alonso made history. He's the first player in Major League Baseball history to have hit a go-ahead home run in the 9th inning of a winner-take-all game. Never has happened before in the history of baseball.
And he's a free agent after this year. That's a couple $100 million homer right there, right?
Yeah, indeed. And, there's a lot of talk in New York and a lot of people, and I was number one on the bandwagon to move on from Pete Alonso after this year. I had enough of him. I wanted to move on, spend the money elsewhere. But after last night, I don't know how you'd make a competitive offer to bring him back. He made history in one of the biggest moments in New York baseball history. And there's nothing like October baseball in New York. It is the greatest feeling, and the Yankees haven't even started playing yet. It's going to be an incredible October. And now we go into Philadelphia, our hated rival, who we've never, ever played in the playoffs, ever. It's going to be a war zone in Philly starting Saturday.
You guys have any chance in that game or no? In that series or no? No.
Pat, I didn't think we had a chance in May when we were 11 games under 500. I didn't think we had a chance to beat the Braves when Lindor hit a homer in the 9th on Monday. I didn't think we had a chance to beat the Brewers last night. This team is special. They're magical. They don't give up. They have a rookie manager. Mendoza has these guys playing for him. Lindor, if it wasn't for Ohtani, would be the MVP this year. He's had an incredible season, and I'm biased, but I think he should be the MVP because he plays the field every day and Ohtani doesn't. But the phrase was coined back in 1973, the year that the Mets went to the World Series to lose to the Oakland A's. That phrase was "you gotta believe," and you gotta believe. I mean,
Do you finally believe, Cole? Do you finally believe? You walked us through that.
I do. After I started to believe a little bit when Lindor hit the homer against the Braves and finally ended that jinx down in Atlanta. I believe after last night. This is a special team. They're amazing. And, Pat, I heard you talk about this earlier on in your show about the fact that, baseball fans are special people. And, our season runs from the end of March through early October, sometimes into November. And it's 162 games. And there are a lot of us, I fell in love with this game back when I was a young kid in the early 70s when my dad had season tickets and took me to Mets games at Shea Stadium. And when they were terrible in those years, and Tom Seaver was one of my idols, and then the '80s when they won the World Series, and obviously the Subway Series in 2000, and we live and breathe 162 games a year, and that's why it's so special to be a baseball fan, because the game on April 1st, I'm texting all my buddies and I'm bitching and moaning about a guy grounding out in the 3rd inning with a runner on first, just as much as I'm bitching about it on September 30th.
Well,
and it's every single game, every single night.
Yeah.
Pat, how many times have I
That's what I'm saying. You're a little bit too much. We'll be in the middle.
Yeah, but how many times have I texted you, Pat, sitting in my pool with a glass of whiskey at night watching a baseball game?
Yeah, it is your pastime. It is your actual pastime. We'll be in the middle of Monday Night Raw, though. Okay, and we're going to talk about Friday Night SmackDown here tonight, and then Bad Blood tomorrow for the WWE and the voice of WWE. We'll be in the middle of Monday Night Raw. We'll get to, let's say, second commercial break, and you'll get a big fist bump out of Michael Cole. And it's like, what? Just, I don't know if he has somebody talking in his ear. It's like, just hit a double in the bottom of the 4th. I'm like, who gives a fuck? He's like literally running the entire, it's on his phone. The game is just running out there, and he's watching just the stats, not even seeing it. It's just like the stats are popping up and updates are happening. And it's like, this guy loves the baseball, and I'm happy.
You should read the text message exchanges between me and Lee Fitting last night during the game, and how many times he asked me how many times I've given up on this team this year. I told him 1,500, which is probably true.
You're a fantastic Mets fan, a fantastic Jets fan as well. Let's talk about this weekend against the Vikings. Do we feel good or no?
I do. I think last week was an aberration. I'm not a big Robert Robert Saleh fan. Not a big
Whoa!
Saleh guy.
Just you, brother.
That's
the whole city.
Whoa!
I'm not. But I believe in Aaron Rodgers. Sam Darnold scares me a little bit because of the season he's having. But listen, here's the deal. Defense is great. I think we shut them down. I think we go to 4-2 in London and we come back home and see what happens.
Let's talk about
3-2. What are we right now? 2-2?
Yeah, you have 3.
Week 5 coming in. I understand you're very busy. Let's talk about Bad Blood tomorrow, brother. Big one tomorrow night.
Tonight, SmackDown USA Network, 8 o'clock Eastern. We're in Nashville. And tomorrow is Bad Blood in Atlanta. The first match for Roman Reigns since WrestleMania. Whoa. As he teams up with Cody Rhodes to take on the Bloodline. We also have a Hell in a Cell match, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. It's going to be classic. Women's Championship on the line, Rhea and Liv, of course, Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage. You've got Nia and Bayley battling for the Women's Championship as well. It's going to be, Dominic Mysterio is going to be hanging above the ring in a shark cage. And here is and this is the shoot on this, guys. Dominic is claustrophobic, and he's scared of heights.
And a scumbag.
That too.
And a piece of trash.
Hey, did you see we're selling Dominic Mysterio toilet paper now on WWE Shop?
That's a good move. That's a smart idea because when I wipe my ass, I use dude wipes. But if I wasn't to use dude wipes, I would use Dom's face.
Mm-hmm.
They need to team up with dude wipes and get a Dom dude's wipe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smells like shit already.
So, yeah, bingo. A poopy smell.
Nice Dodge Ram Rebel, too, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a 2,500 heavy-duty Rebel Ram. I'll tell you what.
Yep.
You need that thing to move something? It will. You need to get somewhere? It will. Okay, that might as well be the slogan. It will.
How about driving it down to my ranch in Texas and doing some four-wheeling?
It will. I mean, that is the thing. You either get a Ram truck or you go ahead and get fucked. Okay, and that is Ram truck football. It is.
Call sign.
It is beautiful. It is a beautiful truck. When you hit the gas pedal, all you hear is ram, 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 ram.
Oh yeah, a big diesel.
Ram, 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 ram. That's what you hear. Ram, ram, ram. Yeah, you're damn right. It's diesel, which I heard is better for society. I don't know. You tell me.
What?
Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, Cole. A lot of talk about this match on Saturday. Is there any worry whatsoever that at the end of it, Roman is just going to turn on Cody and take the championship back?
Oh no.
100%. I think that's the beauty of this storyline. I mean, these guys were enemies for so many years.
Why are you laughing about that?
What the hell are you giggling about, Cole?
Are you saying that he ain't gonna?
I don't. Would you trust Roman Reigns after everything that he went through with Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, you do trust Roman Reigns with the suit you're wearing, the lights that are on in that building right there, the OTC. Bingo. You get it. Yeah, we trust him. We love him. We acknowledge him. Always.
And the cool thing about tomorrow night, too, is obviously all the history in Atlanta for Cody and his family. I mean, Dusty, of course, his life is Atlanta, was Atlanta. And it's going to be pretty cool being able to call that match with Roman and Cody against the Bloodline tomorrow night. And again, guys, Hell in a Cell is going to be, I don't even know what to expect. McIntyre and Punk hate each other.
They do hate each other.
All right, Cole, have a great weekend. I want to let you know I missed the shit out of you, pal. I do.
I can't wait to see you a couple more months, brother. Cannot wait. I hope at least.
Kayfabe.
Unless you abandon me.
Whoa,
Unless you abandon me.
Whoa, kayfabe.
Well, hey, by the way, I do have a bone to pick with you. I got a text message. Hey, why don't you come on at 1:15 yesterday? Let's talk about the big Mets game. I turned on the Pat McAfee Show at 1:15. Who's on the air? Al Michaels.
Yeah.
Al Michaels.
Things happen.
You never responded.
I thought you were going to blow me off today for Jim Ross.
What? Whoa!
We would have.
Barbecue
Ross. We would have.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
It's Cole's problem without Michaels.
I don't think he's problem without Michaels. I think anybody that would have been in that spot would have got the Michael Cole negativity there.
Except for Roman.
Except for, Cody.
Although,
Cody probably. He doesn't trust Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
what's up with that?
What are we even talking about? Bad Blood, big one this weekend. I asked Cody as he was leaving, I said, is the big guy coming back? And he goes, which one? And they put that out.
Oh, yeah, they did. Started a lot
I'm
of stuff.
wait a minute, because I don't think I understood which one I was asking about. I was literally that was me just setting him up to see if he would give me an answer, because once again, with my work with the WWE, they don't tell me anything. Like, legitimately don't tell me anything. So that's kind of my gimmick, brother, because I actually don't know what's happening. It's all kind of happening in real time, and I'm reacting and, enjoying it all. Every once in a while, they'll be like, hey, next break, need you. It's like, okay, could potentially. But in there, Everything that's happening, every person that's talking, everything, just like in reality, I'm hearing for the first time. So I've developed little things to kind of get a little tip, and it's always like, big guy coming back, because that could be
legit.
Yeah, who did he mean? Who was he talking about?
I don't know. He said which one. I go, all right, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear.
Probably Vince.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think.
Well, I think you can rule out one.
I think. I don't know if that's who he was talking about. Boy, some people in the wrestling world were mad at me that I exposed. Like, I didn't post it. That was my.
I hear big guy. I just think Hogan. Yeah.
Yeah. Nashville?
I think.
No, it's Atlanta.
Whoa!
I think he's with I think he's with.
He just
They did tease somebody leaving AEW going back to WWE. I saw it on the internet like 2 weeks. Could have been Big Show.
Yeah.
Could have been. We don't know. We don't know.
Take's pretty big.
Oh my God. He was just back though at Mania.
Stone Cold's arms are looking huge.
And also in that win when he was trying to drink that beer.
That man is the best.
I don't believe in CTE. Never heard of it. Yeah, I mean,
I'm fine.
If you're getting concussions, you're not fucking doing it right. So I never really.
Maybe
kind of true, right?
Maybe brings Poncho or Ponchi back.
I mean, certainly. So that was my first time hearing that. That was my first time hearing like old school wrestler. And I don't have as many conversations with old school wrestlers as I should. They are filled with stories from the road and everything, yada, yada, yada. But I didn't know that was their angle, where it's like, hey, concussion's big deal in wrestling. Not for me. I'm a clean wrestler. Yeah. I'm a good wrestler. It's like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like, don't take good bumps. Okay. So they kind of take it as a shot at their ability almost. Yeah. I didn't even think about that potentially being an outcome because the way everything goes shouldn't be getting boom, bang. Shouldn't be landing boom, pow. So that's an interesting thing that came from that particular take from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, it was sweet though. I mean, that was one of those things about that whole entire documentary that you really do learn. Like the history of the WWE and all those guys.
Yeah, because you didn't really get into it until...
I didn't get into it until you started NXT, so I never followed any of it. So basically anything prior to 2018, 2017, I had little to no knowledge of.
So I was captivated by wrestling as soon as I saw it. I think it was like 11, maybe 10, 11, 12 years old.
And like those years, when you look back and watch it, it's like those are the...
I've stuck with it too, though. Like I've... as you get older, some people are like, aren't you too old to like wrestling? It's like, no, I enjoy now, who they're choosing, who's got what now I'm into the drama. Now we're into it's like it's an all-encompassing form of entertainment, which is why I'm so thankful that it continues to go, even with, everything that took place, and he thought it was a demise. It's like that form of entertainment has gotten a lot of people through a lot of hard times, brother. I am very lucky to be a part of that world whenever I'm in it. And Michael Cole is the voice of WWE, and that guy is obsessed with that Mets team. Yeah. So me sending him that text, that passive-aggressive,
good try.
Another Mets postseason. Yeah, it was fun. We got to celebrate a little bit. We had the Braves, the whole thing. We did it. Yeah. Then we watched collapsing, and we're out. And now we're in the offseason, and we suck again. And then Alonso just shows up. The guy who has been slandered in text messages to me before.
Oh, yeah.
This big polar bear.
Year.
I mean, slandered this year.
Really?
By a lot of Mets fans, yeah.
He hadn't really done much outside of the home run derby where he's squatting in between, his turn and then jacking bombs, at the All-Star break. He had 34 homers this year. He wants to be a guy hitting 50-plus every year, but obviously totally redeemed himself with one swing last night.
So for me, you said he did do good at the All-Star game or whatever, the home run derby?
Yeah, he's won it, I think, twice or three times. He's kind of a staple of it at this point.
So that's the only guy I know on a team. I know the trumpet guy, and I know the polar bear guy. So every time I text Michael Cole, I'm like, how's Big Polar Bear doing? Guys got it. And then all of a sudden, the return text is... nothing. This guy.
Yeah.
I wish he wasn't on our team the entire. How's the trumpets doing? How are we? Ding, 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 ding. I'll send a voice memo. Ding, 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 ding. How'd we go? This guy sucks. It just never ends for Michael Cole. So for them to show up and win, it's like Michael Cole's all the way back. The Mets are all the way back. They got a tough barn though, that Phillies team.
Yeah, but that is why baseball is so cool. Like I said yesterday or 2 days ago, I absolutely hate baseball. A moment like that is where it's like, you know what? I don't hate baseball. I just hate that they play 162 games because the playoffs are so sick and things like that happen are incredible.
Okay, well, congratulations to the New York Mets and their fans. I know you guys are a miserable bunch, probably like to be miserable. I mean, that's probably a part of the entire thing. Sorry that they're kind of ruining that and you're getting to go on a run. Or maybe they're building it up even more. for you to then
to make you more.
To make you.
Yep.
Yeah.
More.
Maybe.
Sam Darnold doing his thing would be big.
Definitely.
That would be
dunking. Revenge
super
game.
miserable.
That would be, as Michael Cole mentioned his name, I thought to myself, "Ooh, there's a text coming back." Of course, this guy. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
This guy's Hollywood. This guy, like the whole
Saturday night into Sunday morning. For sure. That would be a great
But
ride.
then they'll turn around Devante Adams on Monday morning and they'll be back.
Yeah, we should have asked Marshawn about that, but we were rolling into Man vs. Wild stuff, which we needed to not slow down.
No way.
All right, this Feel Good Friday rolls on YouTube, ESPN Plus, and TikTok Live. We'll be making our picks.
Here we go.
Okay, this is a segment we do every single week. Then I'll be hopping on a plane for 5 hours. But I get to see Marshawn Lynch.
Sure. Bingo. Yeah, that's what
you're gaining. You're gaining time on. You're gaining hours.
Yeah, but show's still on the same time here, though. Still.
Yeah.
So that clock's coming earlier, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
In my body, immediately I see the sun. I'm like, oh, I'm up. And then it goes down, and then it's like, hey, wake up call. What time? 4 a.m.
Excuse me.
Man, it is foggy out here, though. I'm feeling a little levitated. Should be a blast. Join us in Berkeley tomorrow. Join us on ESPN Plus, YouTube, and TikTok Live. We'll see you on Overreaction Monday. Goodbye. Raylan Screws, I think.
Bang. Polar bear. The polar bear hack right there.
Opposite field, too.
Yeah, it felt like, I guess he knew. I don't know, watching it back.
Yeah, he sellied early. That thing, was like right over the wall.
And who was screaming? There was somebody who screams, ha ha. There's like a laugh.
Probably Winker.
It was definitely.
Can we turn on the audio for that? Go back to the beginning of that? Because it's quiet, obviously. Brewers very loud whenever they hit.
Third, nibble at first. The pitch. Swing and a ball drilled. Right there.
Is that him?
That
Is that
sounds like
Alonso?
him. Yeah, that sounds like him, honestly.
Him or the dugout.
Alonso, an opposite field home run.
The watch
back,
party
go back.
from their place was cool too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They filled up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Third, nibble
Who's
at
laugh? Is this Alonso's?
first. Swing and a ball drilled. Right field.
What a laugh.
Yeah.
I think so.
What a.
Because I assume the amount of home runs he's hit in his career. You probably do know, that's enough.
Oh, my God. Especially, he said he dropped a foul ball earlier or something like that?
Yeah. It was kind of going over to where the tarp is, and it was just right in between them, and he dropped it, kept the rally going.
So it's not an E1 because it doesn't.
Foul ball, yeah, it doesn't count. But those usually, if you drop a foul ball, spells disaster for that rest of that at bat.
It's like a C. Toddy type situation if you don't catch the interception.
Look at this guy laughing behind him.
Right in his face. And maybe that was his response laugh.
Oh, how did he not just jack that dude?
Because that's first baseline there, right? He plays first base.
Yep.
So
hopefully he found that dude as soon as he hit that ball.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's who he. Maybe it's that guy.
Yeah,
maybe it is
probably
that.
right.
Pause it right there. Beard, Milwaukee, right there. That guy. Boom.
Yep.
Right above Polar Bear's head. Is that who he was laughing at? As that ball leaves his bat in the ninth inning for a 3-run jack down 2.
Would make sense.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh my God, baseball's awesome.
Awesome.
In his face. Oh, this poor guy was having a time of his life, wasn't he?
Sent him home.
He sure was.
Oh my God, we're having a couple brews here at the Brewers game.
Right.
We had a couple home runs, back-to-back jacks, put us in the lead here. This place is buzzing. Look at this dipshit. The Polar Bear can't catch a baseball. Little he know.
It's coming around.
Yeah, but no. Edwin Diaz closes the door. Polar Bear comes up to the plate. They're done.
Look how that right field wall juts out too.
He could have laughed in that guy's face.
So sick.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Polar Bear.
Hell yeah, man.
The NHL starts today, AJ. Did you see that? Started 55 minutes ago in Czech
Where was it
Republic.
again?
Czechia.
So the Czechia thing, we're having a bit confused.
Czech Republic. It used to be called that. Now they say Czechia, Czechia, I guess, is the name for the Czech Republic, I guess. Czechia.
Okay. Yeah. When's the rest of the league start their regular season games?
Next Tuesday. And is this like, what's that thing called? The Mandela effect?
Yeah. Like Berenstein Bears?
Where you misremember something? Yes, exactly. Like that. And then there's other stuff that gets showed to me on the internet on a daily basis and say, you remember it as this, right? And it's like, yes. And then 10 seconds later, it's like, it was never that. It's never been that.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Are we in a different... Wait a minute. It was definitely Berenstein Bears. No. And then they move forward.
And Sinbad and Kazam.
There's a lot of those.
Kazam, yeah. Great movie.
There's some serial
How does
stuff,
that?
too.
How's it happen?
It's the brain.
I don't know.
You think they're mean? You think there's somebody up top doing that to control us?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how you talk about your God, okay? You could go ahead and
No,
do that.
not God. I'm saying a human that's trying to control the population.
Simulation.
Okay, I mean, you want to talk.
definitely
There's
Elon.
people that think they are the gods too. I mean, there is. I've had some conversations with some people whenever there's been foggy days that believe certain things, and boy, it's an interesting thing. It all kind of revolves around somebody, something, some entity, some being, kind of seeing life through.
It's terrifying.
That's not for us to figure out. What's for us to figure out is who we're picking on the other side.
Amen.
That's right.
Shout out to SeatGeek, by the way.
Shout out.
If you're going to go to any live event or any sporting event, you need to utilize the greatest ticket buying platform on planet Earth and
the moon.
SeatGeek. That's right. Whenever there's a live event on the moon, which people say is a pretty big part of this entire thing,
Oh, yeah.
they say,
Pretty soon.
Second moon's here for a little bit.
yeah, which pops up out of nowhere, of course, very normal. Very normal. It's undersized. You got another moon. Okay, has it ever been that way? No. What happened to Uranus? Who knows? It's not a planet. Just don't worry about it. Just keep it moving. The moon, though. Okay. What's on the other side of it? Nobody knows. Obviously, we
Dark
see
side,
it.
yeah.
What happened when they landed on it? Did they land on it? Yeah, they definitely did. Definitely did. Okay, that makes sense. How they have such good connection? I don't know. I can't call my dad. He lives down the street. I don't know. But I'm sure they did it. I'm very thankful they did it. What do they see up there? There seems to be like doors on stuff. What is? Nonetheless, whenever the moon has a live sporting event, which they're going to,
for sure,
because Elon sent up his ship to go save some astronauts too. Just
Thank God.
go ahead and send us up there. And then his internet is saving.
Hopefully.
But everybody hates the guy. I don't think I.
Yeah.
I don't think I understand.
Kind of weird.
I don't understand anything. But anyways, whenever there is an event on the moon, which we assume is going to take place,
Yeah.
there will only be one place that you should be buying tickets to that event from, and that's our friends at SeatGeek. They go ahead and score every single ticket. So green means good score, red means bad score. If it has a green score, that means, hey, this is a good ticketed price for where it is and how else you can get it at other places. If it's red, they're saying, hey, this ticket kind of crap right now, kind of overpriced. You probably get it from somewhere else. They don't catfish you either, which is why SeatGeek has been able to survive world stoppages in the past of live events because their company's so damn good and they care.
Yep.
Which what we appreciate. Right now, use PMS30, PMS30. You will get $30 off your ticket purchase. Some restrictions apply, like if it's less than $30.
Yep. Yep.
Obviously, you're not going to pay you money, so it's going to have to be more than $30, which any event you want to go to will be. But we shout out SeatGeek, and we shout out you for allowing us to do this for a living. On the other side, we make our picks for every NFL game this weekend, and then we wrap up this glorious Feel Good Friday. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change their life. Take 5!
Well, nonetheless, as of February 1st, Pat McAfee is officially a contributor with WWE.
Living his dream to be a part of WrestleMania.
I want to see Pat McAfee tonight.
I've been preparing for this my entire life.
McAfee wins! McAfee wins! Pat McAfee has done it again! It's time to toast the boys and toast the brand. McAfee's wanted to drink beer with Stone Cold forever. Stunner!
There was a point in my life, all I could think about doing was professional wrestling.
McAfee closing in on another WrestleMania victory.
First, we're going to have to get the okays, obviously. And we did from people high up. They were the only people that knew for a while. There was like 3 people that knew in the whole world that was going to potentially be a situation for a little bit.
City of Stars, Boston Connors here. We will be there tonight. Nobody's supposed to know we're here. It's going to be tough. And if you're a man that's only known for wearing tank tops, you kind of got to cover it up. I didn't see him. Hey, I'm Pat. Nice to meet you. He's hanging in the back.
One second.
If I put this on my face, I feel shit. Who's not going to be in here?
Nobody. This is you until you go out.
Come on, dude. Let's go take a look around. There's some bunk beds there. You know, there's a shitter and a shower here in the back.
He sat in that bus 6, 7, 8 hours, 9, 10 hours.
I'm coming down that thing. Holy fuck, what a view that's going to be. Hell yeah. Look at all those fucking people that are going to be there.
Just waiting, for an opportunity to potentially have a WrestleMania moment.
It's ridiculous. This is awesome. WWE is just like the best at operating. They take care of the non-obvious. So we're very thankful to be here. And tonight should be Brookings. Hell yeah. I think there's like 3 people that know I'm here.
Are we not supposed to come in here?
No, yeah.
All right.
4 now. Look at you.
I wouldn't say a word.
I'll see you at SoFi. You going to be in LA?
I don't know. George is,
it's a loaded question.
George, we don't know. George, you don't know. Maybe.
What's up, stud?
Oh, nice.
As soon as I saw George showcase that tight end university tank top, I knew there was a chance old George about to do something special.
Are you kidding me, boys?
Welcome to WrestleMania!
The night was getting late.
We weren't sure.
We didn't know if a moment was going to pop up where maybe my services could be utilized.
I haven't been in a ring since SummerSlam. Okay, like not even in one.
All I wanted was the Miz to have an opportunity to have a
match, just
a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, good guy. Stand there.
And then the Miz mentions, I sent out an open challenge, and we go,
oh my God.
There it is.
And I put out an open challenge, and no one responded. Why? Because I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome!
Let's go!
Wait a minute! I feel McAfee's here!
I have walked out into a stadium as a WWE superstar probably 1,000,000 times in my head.
WrestleMania was missing Pat McAfee in the Pat McAfee Show!
And I'm thankful to the WWE Universe that said hello whenever I came out on that massive fucking stage.
By the way, there's only 2 announcers undefeated in WrestleMania history, me and Pat. I can't believe McAfee's here! Hello, beautiful people!
What's up, Snoop?
What's up, Snoop?
You're a legend, dog. You're the best, dog.
Hello, Miz! None of us saw this alleged open challenge that you set. But, good news. This is my WrestleMania tank top. If you still would like a match, why don't you let me beat your ass right here, right now? You all want to see The Miz versus Pat McAfee right here, right now? I'm the host of WrestleMania, and I cannot make matches official. Miz, I do believe your tiny balls are showing. Tiny balls. Tiny balls. Baby meat as well. There's 80,497 people here. Somebody has to be able to make a match official somewhere.
I am the dog father and the host of WrestleMania, so I feel like I could make that match happen. Right now, we got a ref, we got you, Let's get cracking. I'm out. Let's go. I don't do it.
And McAfee go right after Miz with the right hand. Driving Miz back into the corner. Pat McAfee in action. This is a blatant sneak attack. He takes his duties as host of WrestleMania. Oh yes, Spinebuster! Derelict shows up. And check out his tank top though. He's got sparkles on it. You're behind this, aren't you? But no, I had no idea. You said the same thing in the Rumble. I didn't know this guy was showing up. Oh, what a kick by McAfee! Miz.
Hey, baby boss! Baby boss! Tiny meat!
In a $7,000 tuxedo. George Kittle and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not sure how wise that was. McAfee's got the official distracted in the ring. Kittle just took out Miz. Kittle telling
and taken out the Miz. Now we're talking. Miz may never win another match. McAfee closing in on another WrestleMania victory. Surprise here tonight at WrestleMania goes Hollywood.
That match was awesome. I had so much fun there. That was a good time. The putt was fucking hilarious. You got a tiny ball champ going. I had a feeling. We were sitting here all day. Oh, I wanted to text you earlier. I was told not to text you. Well, of course. Nobody fucking texts you. They all text you. You had a hell of a show.
I'm so thankful to the people at the WWE. It was a super cool night, super cool moment, and I'm very thankful for it all.
5:30 a.m. Sunday. This day started 6:30 a.m. Saturday. So much cool shit happened in between now and then. Joke of an existence. I'm very thankful for everything. Let's go take a nap.
Hey,
What?
let's go. This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, UP. Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, we can change it somewhere else.
Okay, all right.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this Feel Good Friday, October 4th, 2024. Hour 3 of the program starts now. Football! It is awesome. That's AJ Hawk. The Talks the Tables here at Boston Connor and Bruce Brown. One half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys. AP Tone is here. AP Tone.
Yeah.
Once again, Bucs win.
Yeah, they did. What is that, 39-22 and whatever it is now?
Fuck. Yep.
50%.
Is that going to change this weekend, or are we thinking the sports books are just going to continue kind of knuckles to our faces?
Bully ball.
These sports books with their algorithms and their fucking brains and their tendencies and their ideas are staring down our accounts and saying, look at that number. Oh, it's going down today. How many games before we do these picks do we need to know about this potentially happening to our face before we even make the pick, Tone Diggs?
Well, I don't know. If these gambling marks don't wise up, it's just going to keep happening.
Well, it's us too, Bub. You're saying gambling marks. Are you saying let's look in the mirror and let's say us are the people that need to make this thing happen?
Who you calling a mark?
Who you calling me a gambling mark?
Who you calling a
Not
mark,
me, brother.
asshole?
I'm on fucking fire.
Oh, yeah. You're seeing the board pretty clearly?
Pretty good.
Is that because you're riding with the book?
No. I mean, listen. I read it in the book. I don't know if you remember. A great gambler once came on here and said it's in the book.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Mm-hmm.
His name is?
Billy
Walters.
William Walters.
Billy Walters.
Yeah, but we were going to see if the Sig Signetti t-shirt wearer over there was going to be able to dig that one out of that brain underneath that cowboy hat.
That's all me.
I was excited to see. No, you saved. Hey, that's good teammate. You're a good teammate right there.
Yeah.
We were planning on putting him on an island.
I needed that first name help.
Yeah,
I did.
AJ,
as soon as I heard it.
AJ, you sensed we were putting him on an island right there as well, all the way from Ohio, right?
Little bit. Yep, I could feel it.
Bruce Brown, good teammate, baby.
Yeah,
Hey, that's a good teammate.
We can't be forgetting about old Billy Walters.
Agreed.
Not on my watch.
I agree.
Not with that book.
That wouldn't be the first name I forgot.
Can we look at some percentages, though, for the bets and where they are? Because I think that is a trend of this year. It's like, hey, if everybody's betting on one team, the other way is the answer. That's how it is. And it used to be like a joke for people to say that, well, if the public's going one way, I'm going the other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people would say, but it's real this year. It hasn't always been. Last year, there was like a couple 80-plus percentages public betting and us winning, right?
Almost weekly, it felt like, especially.
Last year was a good year for.
Yeah, especially on Thursday Night Football, give them a gift, fatten them up before the weekend. But yeah, like usually the public percentages, you really only care for shit like the Super Bowl, the playoff games where these games are getting, 5-10 million bets. But right now, it's just been a bloodbath nonstop.
And when we said yesterday how all the bets were on the Bucs and then the line moved towards the Falcons.
Yeah, the reverse movement.
It was 1.5, 70% on the Bucs, and then it went to 2.5 for no reason. Usually it should be the opposite.
And that's because William
Yeah, that's when I knew
That's because
we were dead.
William Walters
Yes.
went that way.
Yes.
Seemingly, that is what took
We
place.
want to go where the big money guys go, right? That's where we want to go.
The shops. Those are the shops. And Tone right now is, I think you could check him on Hammer Dahn. He is currently a shop right now. Is there any games we should think about before we do these picks that the percentages on, Tone?
77% are on the Vikings.
Okay.
Wow.
Which I don't think is a huge shocker because of their undefeated record, and the Jets looked like shit last week.
Okay.
Let's see here. Scrolling down. 71% are on the Raiders against the Broncos.
That's insane.
What's that all about?
What the
What's
hell
that
are we
all about?
doing?
7% on the Raiders. Okay. Hey, you know what? Motivated team.
Yeah.
You know, your culture can come together and can be tighter whenever a situation like this is brewing. Speaking of that situation, Devante Adams has posted on his Instagram story. Don't look, Yinzers. Don't look. He put Edgar Allan Poe on his Instagram story.
What's that mean?
Well, that's the name of the Ravens mascot. Baltimore, the team in Baltimore. That's Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and was in the conversation of potentially adding Devante Adams. He just posted Edgar Allan Poe. Is that what he's saying, AJ? You know him better than I do. Is he an Edgar Allan Poe fan, maybe?
Yeah, like his poems.
I mean, I don't know. I'm learning of this with you. Maybe it could mean something else. There's something deeper, more than just the Ravens that this could mean.
Edgar Snyder was a lawyer in Pittsburgh.
Edgar Allan Poe is a sick motherfucker. So maybe he's just thinking
seems like
I want to be a
guy.
sick motherfucker.
Oh, like wicked or like sick,
like a sick, dark, and fucking twisted.
Yeah,
man.
it's all like pretty gothic.
Did he eat his own ear?
I don't think I know Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe actually writes some dark shit.
Yeah. Like what? Like what?
He's got one story about this guy who traps this other guy in a fucking wine cellar and like eats him.
And then quote the Raven nevermore. Is that him?
Yeah. And then a lot of his themes have fucking ravens in them.
And ravens are cool.
Ravens are cool, but ravens also are a sign of fucking death, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Edgar Allan Poe is a lot of
Random fact about Edgar Allan Poe: he moved to New York when he was age 35.
Boom.
New York.
Okay, thank
Oh.
you. So maybe he's going to the Jets. Maybe he's going to Edgar Allan Poe's town.
There you go.
I think I did go to his house on a school trip, actually.
Really? Really?
Yeah, a little brick, shitty little house. It could have been his.
It is the
could have not
Bronx.
been. Yeah, there it is. I did go there.
Oh, that is all. So maybe he is going to the New York Giants, maybe, because you're a Giants fan.
Throw that in there.
I don't know if Danny Dimes is who Devante is looking to team up with, but I would welcome him with open arms.
Him in Baltimore would be awesome.
Did Edgar Allan Poe write the autumn wind is a raider, pillaging far and wide? Was that him? Because then maybe he's staying.
Oh,
that's a good point.
To be clear, Edgar Allan Poe could be Shinzu era. In my head, Edgar Allan Poe could be Einstein era, which is much more recent than I think any of us really knew before we watched that Oppenheimer.
I believe he's 1800s, 1700s. Could definitely be wrong, but I just know that we had to read a book of his when I was in high school, and they were all dark and twisted.
1809 to 1849.
Boom.
Yeah. And Steve Sable was the autumn wind.
How'd he die?
Steve Sable came after Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. I believe he poisoned himself.
Rest in peace, Steve Sable Sr.
And Edgar.
And Edgar Allan Poe is very dead. He died in 1849.
Yeah.
So maybe he just found out that Edgar Allan Poe died.
Maybe.
He's like, God
Yeah,
damn it.
it's a tribute. Yeah.
Just reading his book.
This is just a tribute.
Actually, a movie just came out based on Edgar Allan Poe's book, one of his books.
Is it based in Indianapolis? Because then maybe he's
No,
coming to the Colts.
I watched it. It's a pretty fucked up movie too.
I watched
Inside Out too?
It was so
Was that what it was?
fucked up.
So Edgar Allan Poe's just fucked up guy?
He is he is like the most
He's an artist.
fucked up guy of all time.
He died October 7th, 1849. So maybe this was an early
Tip of the cap.
He's from
I miss you.
He's from Boston, so maybe he goes to the Patriots.
Yeah, that would be the sickest fucking sick fuck movie you could ever do. That would be dark and twisted shit. So that would make sense.
He died in Baltimore, though.
Ooh.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And the Raven is the Ravens.
Yeah.
And
Because of him.
What does this mean? Man, we got to find out.
I hope it's not. It could be the Ravens.
His
we
big
get it.
thing was Ravens.
High level Ravens.
His
Dig a little
big
deeper.
thing was
Who knows?
Ravens.
We don't know.
But one of his stories, a Raven plucks this fucking guy's eye out.
Oh, I know that. Yes.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, is he on drugs back in 1809?
Yeah, he was actually known to do a bunch of sick drugs. You know Edgar Allan Poe pretty good.
I had to read an entire book of Edgar Allan Poe stories, and every single time I walked away like, that was so
It's for shoot,
up.
brother.
Seriously.
Yeah, he's a miserable fuck.
He's a miserable, sick, and twisted man.
Maybe that's what Devante's saying is, I'm sorry, I'm a little miserable right now. You know Edgar Allan Poe? That's how I feel on the inside.
Yeah, boom.
Maybe he's getting through it right now.
Yeah, and maybe he's saying like Tom Telesco is like Edgar Allan Poe. This guy's just such a sick,
Plucking my eyes out.
Yeah, he's sick and twisted, fucking up my life.
It does feel like he's probably ending up with the Ravens.
Yeah,
congrats to all parties over there.
Glad we got to the bottom of it.
Dude, that's the type of shit that cannot come into our program, though. Live.
What do you mean?
Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah.
What
don't
do we
know a thing.
We know this much about it.
We know
but we know enough to be dangerous. You know, we know enough in the room to be dangerous and figure it out. Nonetheless, social media is real. What players do on social media matters. And whenever they erase somebody from their social media, we need to take note of it. And whenever they post something like a watch from 1809 to 1849, we have to pay attention to what it can mean. And it probably means he
was 40 years old.
Is it his birthday? No, he's
No.
31. He's 31.
No, Edgar was 40 when he died. How old's Aaron?
Thought it was 1809 to 1844.
Aaron's 40.
49. Oh, so Aaron's 40. Edgar Allan Poe was 40 too.
1809 to
Kinda looks like
1844 is 35.
Aaron reads, too. It's Aaron reads, so maybe, yeah.
I think if the number I got 1809 to 1849.
Oh, I thought it was
Maybe, yeah, because Aaron has a book club. It's coming back.
He did die at age 40.
He has a. He's dead at 40.
What if his first book was
Edgar Allan Poe book?
Holy
What if he was tipping off the book club right there?
40 days, 40 nights. Jesus was born in modern day Pittsburgh.
And Jesus was also a Baltimore Ravens fan.
All right.
Easter.
Could be anywhere. Could be anywhere. We don't know what the message means. Gonna have to add a little bit more context, and we will certainly do some journalism to get to the bottom of it. Congrats to Edgar Allan Poe, though. People still talk about you.
Yep. Good career.
Sick fuck.
Sorry you had to do what you had to do for those 40 years. Sound like you were going through it.
He was.
Yeah, he's a sick fucker, man.
He was dark and twisted. Fuck.
Truly.
Let's get to our picks. Jets Vikings in England, 9:30 a.m. You wake up on Sunday and there's ball from another country.
Yes.
The Vikings are favored by 2.5. They also have 77% of the bets right now. AJ, who do you like? How do you like it?
So there's no big time injuries that happen, right? That I know of. Tone.
I don't think so.
Okay, give me the Jets plus 2.5. They got to figure it out.
I'll take the Jets plus 2.5 as well because of the 77% we just saw. That does not mean anything else other than would be cool for Tuesday, obviously. And the 77% to 23% thing has been a very real trend this year in gambling. And not everybody can do that, because we need those percentages still. But if you can read those percentages and react to them accordingly, you should do that. I'm doing that right now. Give me the Jets. Browns, Commanders. Commanders favored by 3 at home against a Cleveland Browns team that there's a lot of positivity around. A lot of positivity. Chubb was back in a uniform this week at practice.
That's huge.
Opened up his window to return after IR after injury.
Conklin and Wills back to practice as well. They're tackles, so O-line
deal.
getting healthier. Were they bad or were they just injured?
Boom. That's a question. Do they have the talent? Or are they just not available at the time?
Yes.
Are they all the way back? Defensive side, are they going to be able to piece it together like they were last year? And then Jaden Daniels and Cliff. Are they going to continue this magical run as Dan Quinn with the backwards hat is continuing to do what he does on the defensive side of the ball? AJ, who do you like?
Man, this is kind of a trap game, I feel like, for Washington, but I still think at home they have momentum. Give me Washington.
Let me read through a couple of these insights here from NFL Pro.
NFL Pro.
This is Browns offense, Commanders defense. The Browns offense has utilized pre-snap motion on 45.2% of their snaps this season, second lowest rate in the NFL, ahead of the Broncos. That's the Browns. The Browns have averaged 2.7 yards per pass play with motion and 3.0 yards per run play with motion this season, both of which rank as the worst in the NFL.
Jeez.
Only offense not to get 300 yards, I believe, this year.
I'll take the Commanders just because they are rolling and the Browns is not. Indianapolis Colts, who haven't won in 10 years down in Jacksonville, are getting 3 against a team that is winless.
Why?
Go ahead.
Set the Flow did release his newest beat, and it is a banger, and he did kind of bury the Jags and says it's finally time to break the curse.
Back where we all
Just so
started.
you know.
Before the shoe, beat
Just
the
want to
Jags.
give all information.
Do we have DeFlo's song available? We played it last week on program. Beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
What did the Jags do last week? And the week before that? And the one before that? And the one before that? How are they favored by 3 at home? Just because they beat us down there? This is DeFlo this week.
That's week 2 Packers.
That's week 2 Packers.
But with that being said,
Jeez.
JT, I believe, still up in the air, and they haven't really said if AR started.
I saw a couple tweets. JT doesn't look like he's going to go, and it looks like Flacco is getting most, if not all, of the first team reps.
I believe AR has been limited, but I think they're just trying to
sore.
Keep him.
General body soreness. I
Day
don't
to
know if
day,
that's
yeah.
Oblique strains.
Overall sore.
They're holding him back, though. He wanted to practice. That's what he said.
Here's the Flow's flow.
This is our only hope.
Okay, here we go.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose, we love them.
They're all the same.
For the shoe.
Stop it. It's
Beat
remixes,
the Jags.
asshole.
Let's finally break that curse.
Hell yeah.
This is our team. Go Colts.
Hit a couple new notes there. That's DeFlo. What's his actual at there? If we can give him credit so everybody understands. They need to go follow DeFlo for more magical stuff. That's Seth DeFlo, Erskine's Ice 8859. He's the coolest and the coldest out there. I mean, that's no questions asked.
Yeah, that was not the coldest flow he's had, though.
What?
I mean,
that's because you're not a Colts fan, brother. This curse is a real deal.
I was pounding the drum about last week's flow and the week before that, but he didn't sing that verse. He fucking yelled it. That's not the flow's flow. The flow's flow is flow, and there was no flow.
You're lying.
What do you don't like the way he switched the flow up?
The flow is fading, brother. It's been all year.
He hit a note you can't hit.
Last year he was in his bag. This year it hasn't been the same.
What are you talking about? This year's the year he blew?
I need the flow singing. I need the flow flowing.
We want that old flow back.
What are you talking about?
Let's finally break that curse. That's not flow. That's a chant, brother.
That is flow.
That ain't flow. That
was
ain't
flow.
flow.
We just saw it.
Let's finally break that curse. That's fucking flow.
Run it again. Run it again. Run it again. I don't know.
Win or lose, we love them.
Does he have auto-tune on?
For
No.
the shoe, beat the Jags.
Obviously.
Let's finally break that curse.
That
this
ain't
is
flow.
our team.
That ain't
Connor's
flow.
kind of got a
Keep
point
it,
now.
keep it.
How
Hold on.
soon have you done it again?
I like the end. Is he imitating the horse at the very end?
Yeah, it's a name,
Okay.
bro.
It's a cold.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
So I'm just worried about the flow.
All right, let's go back to the picking the games here. Now that we have all the information, I will take the Indianapolis Colts.
We have it all.
+3. Okay, we don't know who's playing quarterback. We know DeFlo is flowing, and he switched the flow up one time. Who cares?
Why switch it up when it hasn't failed him?
What hasn't weird on defeated? There's been a couple of DeFlos that have gone on.
Don't worry, you guys won't lose it. Jack,
Some would say
nobody's lost the Jaguars yet this year.
Thank you, Tone. That's what I needed to hear. I got the Colts +3. AJ?
Give me the Jags -3 at home. Still think it should be flipped. The Jags should be getting points.
Can you play that one more time? What are you
doing?
What are you talking about?
I feel like the nay at the end didn't have as much juice as it normally does.
Oh.
This is our Colts. This is our team.
What do we do?
We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose.
What do we do?
We love them. For the shoe.
Yep.
Beat the Jags.
And do what?
Let's finally break that curse. This is our team.
And what?
Go Colts.
What does it sound like? There is a chance that he has recorded only one nay and runs it back each week.
You can see the cut. Yeah, you can see the cut. Yeah.
There's a chance. I will give you that. I will give you that. But when you nail a nay, you hang on to that thing.
Well, why would you? You got a perfect nay.
DeFlo, keep doing your thing. I appreciate you. Give me the Colts getting points at this point. Yeah, right. We just figured it out. Shane Steichen just figured everything out. We just beat the Steelers. Bills, Texans. Hey, AJ, who's this a bigger revenge game for? Josh Allen or Stephon Diggs?
That's a great question.
Favored in Houston. Who do you think is more spiteful going into this one, AJ?
I really love those kind of questions. Those are always fun to, bat them around the room and see what everybody thinks. But I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills here, -1. I feel like the Bills, I just love what they're doing, man.
Bills are a wagon. They're a blast to watch. Down there at the Stroud House, though, give me the Houston Texans. Miami Dolphins getting a point against the New England Patriots this weekend. Boy, look how far we've come. Jeez Louise.
This game blows, brother.
No, this is a good game.
This might be the worst football game that we see all year. I'm just gonna say
there's gonna be some bad college games there.
Luckily, it's at 1 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yes, exactly. There's other great games at 1 p.m. Luckily, this is the under bowl of the century. You close your eyes, you pick a player, and you take their under.
Every one of them.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Running, passing,
fuck it,
catching,
wide,
scoring,
wide,
kicking,
wide,
punting,
wide.
Punting's probably good.
Punting over, but you might be able to take yards under because who knows? It might be fucking raining, hailing, snowing, everything.
Gumpy, are you at this same point as the Patriots fans seemingly are in this game?
Tell you what, Mostert and OBJ being back got me a little juice back.
Oh, yeah.
I might be back in. Second game for Snoop. Maybe McDaniel. Maybe the offense isn't so complicated this week.
OBJ brought you some OG juice, huh?
Yeah,
You're back
juiced
on.
up. I'm juiced up. I think we're going to win.
Question
2 and 3.
What? Right. I'll take the Dolphins. No, I'm not doing that.
Whoa.
No, I mean, I feel good about the Patriots in general. It's just the watch of the game.
You better hope they win, brother.
I'll take McDaniel.
There's going to be a mutiny out there.
Well, that's a whole nother story. AJ, did you hear? Did you hear?
Fucking bullshit.
No. What happened?
There was a report from a journalist who was speaking on a podcast that a team mutiny was going to potentially take place if they didn't start winning over there in New England.
Or play Drake May.
Against Gerard Mayo. Then there was a correction, of course, from said journalist that said, I might have got a little carried away.
You know how it is when you're on the podcast.
I was
doing
talking
hot
shit.
shit.
Don't worry, it's just a podcast.
Yeah, I was talking shit.
Where's he work?
What is the
It's not Tommy Curran, is it?
No. Evan Lazar.
Patriots.com.
Yeah, he works for the Patriots.
Oh, boy. He still works for the Patriots.
Yeah,
he still
exactly.
does?
Yesterday
Wow.
he did.
It would be a very Elliott Wolf, Coach Mayo move for old buddy who works for the Patriots who sauced up a story about team mutiny happening in a podcast.
Yeah, corrected himself, but it does seem as though he may not be walking around the locker room post game anymore.
Yeah, whatever the case, is there a little bit of truth to what Lazar's saying, who's in the building? Is this team potentially crumbling from within because Jacoby Brissett continues to get the lion's share of the snaps? And we know there's 3 practice squad offensive linemen playing this weekend for the New England Patriots.
I don't think so. No, not even a little. This doesn't worry me one bit. And like I said, although I'm not excited to see the product, I definitely feel good about the Patriots still winning.
The plan.
Yes, I still feel good about the plan. I trust the plan and Mayo, and I also think that based on what the Patriots have done to players that maybe haven't been happy, it would be pretty nuts for those guys to do a mutiny because they know they'll get kicked the fuck out of the building.
I was born in May. Drake's last name is May.
Mm-hmm.
Coach's last name is May. Oh! So give me the Dolphins.
Oh,
Who do you got, AJ?
Give me the Patriots. I like Con Man's confidence. I don't think he believes it, but I'll take it.
Oh, I
Give me
do.
the Patriots.
I do believe it.
Yeah, well, beat the Patriots. Are they singing they got a DeFlo down there? I don't know.
I mean, look, this is a tale of 2 teams that are both just like, what the fuck is going on? All right, it's not
but you guys kind of knew that going in, right?
This is way worse on the Dolphins' end.
Yeah.
This is hell.
It stinks more for him, but for me personally, it is still one of those games like, fuck.
So because you guys beat the Bengals that week 1, is that what kind of inflated like confidence?
Well, Bengals, I mean, then we took the Seahawks to overtime. We were a blocked field goal away from possibly beating the Seattle Seahawks at home in the home opener. Jets, prime Rodgers, really nothing you could do about that. That was literally the first time, in the Super Bowl era, 40-plus points time possession, 400 yards, no turnovers, 7 sacks. Like, chalk that one up. And then, the Niners are the Niners. Like, the first 4 games have been tough. If we are going to string together a few here, it would probably start with Miami, who just lost to the Titans. Like, I feel good about that. kind of going into it. It's just the injuries on the offensive line.
I don't want to feel, and this is very stupid of me to say because obviously I am a Colts fan.
Yeah.
So we're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
But going into the year, the Patriots' expectations were not.
No.
But then you beat the Bengals and then you're in the game. It's like, wait a minute. Jacoby Brissett, maybe we can steal some wins in this transition era.
Well, and that's the thing, like stealing wins. Even after the Bengals, it wasn't like, hey, we're going to win the Super Bowl now. It was like, well, maybe we don't have a year where we're watching like a very tough reality of a team. Like if we're competitive in every game like we were the first 2 weeks, like this could still be.
All right, I'm riding with the Dolphins. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean.
Nothing says you should.
I mean, Snoop Huntley running wild does.
But are they going to let him do that?
I don't know.
They should. They got to just run the fucking ball. The fact that they haven't all year.
Yeah, and we have one of the better running.
HN ran for fucking 18 yards on like 15 carries.
I'll take the Patriots.
We can't run the ball.
I'm taking the Patriots.
That's the issue, brother. We're trying. We can't fucking run the ball.
I got the New England Patriots favored by 1 at home. Panthers at Bears. Bears favored by 4. We saw the hip hip hooray from Caleb Williams a week.
Forgot about that.
How dare you guys?
It was a good selling. It was a good selling.
Bro hit the hip hip hooray.
What's wrong?
I forgot about
It was
that
awesome.
tweet. Holy shit, that
Twitter's
was so
good. Twitter's good.
That was so fucking good.
Twitter's the greatest place on earth, obviously, but Caleb was jacked up. He couldn't control his emotions, just jumping all over the place. And obviously, the internet's going to let their jokes fly, and they did.
They did.
And they certainly did. But the Bears favored again at home against Carolina Panthers. You think Andy Dalton goes into Chicago and does well? Let's ask Zito first. Zito, how do you feel it's going to go?
Revenge game is going to be a big one, but we are 7-0 with a home field advantage here. Longest streak in the league, no big deal, and we're 2-0. With being a favorite.
There we go.
Okay.
So let's make that 3 and 8 wins there.
I like that. I like that. How much money is on who in this particular?
59% Bears.
AJ, who do you like?
Panthers.
You know me, I'm a homer to the Red Rocket. I think the Rocket goes in there and gets it done and gets a win. So yeah, give me the Panthers.
I don't like
+4.
I'll take the Bears, I guess. I don't like it. But I don't want to just do the same picks as you.
That Panthers defense is still dreadful.
That team, man. What are they going to be? What is that team going to be?
They're it is a lose-lose because they win games, then they're just further and further away.
What you say they're going to be?
Fun.
Fun. They're
fun.
They are fun.
Temper's probably juiced up. He got Charlotte FC to the playoffs.
Congrats, the 5th coach.
That's huge. That's huge.
Nice.
Let's go to Edgar Allan Poe's Baltimore Ravens.
Bitch.
Playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of people saying Joe Burrow, this is the week, this is the week, this is the week. I don't know how that happens. The Ravens are the Ravens.
His stats, even though they're for losers, against the Ravens are asinine. Like there was that one time Wink Martindale said that talking shit before the game or whatever, he threw for like 400 yards. I don't know if you got any of over there from NFL Pro Premium Plus, but there are some very good stats with Burrow versus the Ravens.
So I don't have any about him in the history against the Ravens, but there is an NFL Pro stat here inside. Joe Burrow has been less effective passing outside the tackle box this season, completing 7 of 19 attempts for only 66 yards and 1 interception, which is good for a 12.6% completion percentage over expected, compared to 17 of 29 for 236 yards and 6 touchdowns and 1 interception last season. So him moving and doing things a little bit worse this year. AJ, do you believe the Bengals are going to get it done at home against the Ravens or no?
Well, I believe, didn't Joe Burrow say he has to play nearly perfect for them to win this game? I think he said that earlier this week. So, yeah, Joe says he's going to do it. Give me the Bengals.
All right, I'll take the Ravens. Arizona Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers. Niners favored by 7.5. Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr., and a defense for the Cardinals that has some people saying, is that Swiss cheese out there?
Oh.
Or is that a football team? You tell me. Holes everywhere. Run fits missing all over the field. Are they turning down stuff? Is there business decisions happening, or they just have no idea what they're doing? And on the flip side, the San Francisco 49ers, hello last week. Brock Purdy was playing Brock Purdy football yet again. AJ, who do you like? How do you like it?
Man, I'm going Cardinals here. I just think 7.5 is a lot, and I think Kyler Murray finds a way to work some of his magic and, get out of some tough situations with Bosa and the boys breathing down on him.
All right, I'm going with the Niners there. We've disagreed on a few here in a row. This is good news, I think, for one of us.
Yeah, just the first.
Well, I mean, yeah.
In New England.
I got to get some wins. I've won like 2 games over the last 3 weeks.
It's tough sledding for everybody. We've been talking about it.
Yeah.
It's been tough sledding for everybody. And we got to pick every one. We got to do this. We don't get to do this. We have to do this. You know?
Is that what the coach? That's what coaches say, right?
No, it's complete opposite. It's complete opposite. It's got the Raiders in the Broncos, AFC West, 2.5-point favorites at home. 71% of the money is on the Raiders here in Denver. Who do you like? How do you like it, AJ?
Man, I'm a bit confused at all of this whole game and the situation, but give me Bo Nix and give me the Broncos. -2.5 at home. Why not?
Is Max Crosby back? Do we know?
I believe so.
He is. Okay.
Really?
Let me look. Let me check.
I think Max Crosby's back.
Remember, in those 39, there's still 22 of those times.
2 X's in there?
That Broncos defense.
Public.
Playing pretty
Public's
well.
won 22 times.
Yeah, but why? You know?
The Raiders are, up and down and up and down.
They just won.
They just won, so now.
Yeah, but he had 120 yards.
Bo Nix had 60 yards.
Yeah, but.
Big touchdown pass, though.
Yeah.
I'll take the Raiders. Seems like there's too much shit going on. Too much shit. So it either goes one way or another. I think they're going to.
Minshew.
You might as well just go bet AP Coach of the Year. They win this one and keep stringing them together.
Oh, yeah, we forgot he's a Raiders fan.
Yeah,
we forgot he's a Raiders. He picked up the Darius Butler new hat. How you doing? Keep it moving. I like the Giants and the Raiders now. This is new Brown, new me, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've always appreciated the Raiders. AP getting hired full-time. He was our fucking middle linebacker.
Not a
It's
bad
awesome.
team to go visit, too. That stadium, they're saying you can get a nice $22,000 bottle of champagne in that.
Wow.
While you're at the game.
That's kind of cool.
I think they got like actual Vegas club prices in there. Hey, you want a $50,000 bottle of Dom Perignon? You can have it right here while you watch this football game.
That's all me.
People going to the casinos, hitting for big, then getting into those suites, watching a game. Third quarter, gone, blow it all. Had all the money back for the entire trip, had the tickets paid for with the gambling, but it was the third quarter, and boy, they presented me with this cartoon-sized bottle of vodka, and I looked at the suite next to us and said, we got to do this. $35,000. They're cooking people over there.
Yeah.
They are. The business over there, AJ, insane, I think, at that Allegiant Stadium.
They do it like they legit have like club prices for things. They bring out like they bring your bottle out with there's fireworks in it and everything.
Signs.
Oh yeah, signs, bottles,
Good
fireworks.
for them.
Yeah,
good for them.
They're doing it. People are just down there. I mean, third, fourth quarter's got to be a complete shit show. Rolling in from the night before, I couldn't even imagine what these people coming in from out of town because you're going
getting IVs in the suite in the first quarter probably too.
I wonder if you can pop a little B12, maybe a little Toradol, maybe some liquid. Do what you got to do.
Awesome.
They do it in the airport. I assume they could do it in a suite, but like, think about that trip for a Vegas trip. Like that's an added element of you not just getting shit-faced in a casino or at a pool party, I guess. The bottle service menu at Wynn Field Club for a Raiders game is from Arash Markazi. $30,000 for an ace of spades, $22,000 ace of spades, $19,000 Dom Perignon, $9,000 Remy Martin, Louis the 13th, $7,500, $57, and then $120 for a taco platter.
Good taco.
Not bad.
Tacos
Good
are
taco.
fantastic.
They're doing it out there. Yeah, so yes is the answer. They're doing it. How much is a bottle of beer down there? Coors Light, $20.
So the Dom Perignon, what was it, $7,500? The Brute. You could get that in a store for $300.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but are you on the field at the fucking
No, obviously not.
And do you have any option? No.
No.
That's in. They'll let you know that. Yeah.
Supply and demand, motherfucker.
Yeah, it might be able to be worth that there, but in this moment right now, this is the only option.
Are they like giving out loans in there?
I think people are pulling lines of credit, yeah.
Yeah, you got a marker for your suite, like you do.
I mean, that's insane to think. Think of that Vegas trip. I couldn't even. Happy if that was earlier stage of my life. I think that would be a good time. Your team goes. You're just
The
charging.
champagne, I don't get though. I don't understand. If you're going to spend $1 billion for a bottle, at least get hard alcohol so multiple people can get drunk off of it.
Yes.
And people like champagne too. I've never
It's like a celebration. Get the cheap champagne and then pay all the money for the good booze so you can actually get people to drink it.
I guess people drink the champagne, though. I've never been one to do that.
Like mimosas, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
You're a mimosa guy?
I'll fuck up a mimosa, yeah.
Okay, I can see that. You got a brunch, you just go ahead and do
Bingo. You get some, you can get like a strawberry mimosa. Like you're not just doing the orange
Bellini?
juice stuff. Yeah, is that what it's
Bottomless
called?
mimosas.
I didn't know it's Italian. I probably won't drink them anymore. But the orange juice ones, they are so
You're not eating
fucking
pizza
good.
anymore?
Huh?
You're not eating pizza anymore?
Pizza was invented in America.
All right, I got the Raiders. Okay, Giants, Seahawks. Seahawks at home, favored by 6.5. How do we feel about the Giants, Bruce Brown?
No Malik Neighbors. He is out with his concussion. Devin Singletary returned to practice but is dealing with a groin. We haven't been able to score in second halves with Malik Neighbors. So I don't know how we're going to score in second half without Malik Neighbors.
Got it. And the Seahawks are playing great.
Yes.
That is one thing to be said. I will take the Seattle Seahawks favored by 6.5 at home, AJ.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go Seahawks minus 6.5 here as well.
Green Bay Packers travel to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. Favored by 3. Jordan Love playing again?
Yes.
Yeah, I
He's
believe
back
it's still
full time.
Yep. Off 3 interceptions. Is he going to do that again? I don't think so.
Threw 4 touchdowns, though, right?
Yes, he did.
People forget. People forget. Hey,
Salute the Favre game.
Yeah, now he's going to do a salute to Aaron game.
he's going to wear a 12 jersey in.
And throw notes.
And then
no
be a master of
interceptions.
efficiency.
Because he did wear a Brett Favre jersey in there and
Yeah.
had a Brett Favre game.
Correct.
We just said those numbers.
It's in L.A., Cal.
Aaron. Yeah, he's going to have that 12.
Game day, yeah.
Okay, so I think he probably wins then. How did Aaron do against Stafford at Detroit overall?
Pretty good.
Very, very good. Yeah,
Very
very
good.
good. AJ knows that. They very good.
I suck.
So if Jordan Love is doing an Aaron Rodgers game,
Yeah.
you would think
Against
against.
Stafford.
Maybe a Hail Mary in there.
Ooh.
Aaron did that to us.
Okay, I'll take Green Bay then for that whole thing.
That's right.
They're paying tribute over there. I didn't even think about him paying tribute to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Rams got a bye next week, too. They got to get that bye, get healthy, get back.
Yeah.
Screw this game.
Cup, Puka. They've been dead since like week 1.
Yeah.
What is that? They were in it there for a bit, though. Remember, we thought the Rams potentially going to go.
Yeah, the Puka thing was like a training camp. Like, hey, this guy's knee is 50-50. Like, he was questionable going into the season damn near.
Came out of nowhere, too.
Yeah, and then Cup just got hurt
All right.
week 2.
Sunday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys, Pittsburgh Steelers. We had Ben Roethlisberger on earlier, and we showed a play that he had against the Cowboys. It was absolutely absurd. He had 14 pump fakes, dropped it off to Heath Miller. Heath Miller scored a touchdown. The whole place screamed, "Yee!" Pittsburgh at night getting 2.5 points. Tone Diggs, how do you feel about it?
I actually feel pretty good. I think Mike is going to be out. I think DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be out. Brandon Cooks is out. But there's a lot of O linemen out for the Steelers, so that's not great either. But, injuries on their D-line, injuries on our O-line. I actually feel pretty good at home, primetime, Acrisure, Fields back in there. Yeah, I feel good.
Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. All those terrible towels are going to go. Big Mike McCarthy's going to have a teardrop
You're right.
fall down from his eye. He's going to look at Dak. He's going to say, this is what football town looks like.
Exactly.
You know, the helicopter coming down in the middle of fucking practice, that ain't happening here.
We would never.
He's showing up.
You know, there's tours around the weight room, that ain't happening here.
No.
Look around. Can you sense it? Can you smell it? Can you feel it? This is football. This is what it is. And TJ Watt's going to be over there doing one of these things. Talking about Mark Caboli's article about him on X. I've only been one hold call. I've been held actually 78 times this year.
That's a crazy stat. Did not know
Crazy
that.
stat.
Yeah.
Only one hold call.
All his teammates, 10 times, 5 times.
He's going to get held every single play. That's just the accepted thing now for TJ Watt. Yeah, they're going to hold him and the refs aren't going to call it. Why? We don't know. TJ doesn't know either. He spoke about it a few times and then he gets fined for it and he says, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Everybody kind of understands the situation.
Is he going to start just ridiculous sells? Start selling it
already.
Crazy?
Yeah, but he don't want to do
But
it.
he
He's a Watt.
Yeah, he's so, dialed in. He's still working his way to the quarterback.
He's got all of his watts going in one direction.
Yeah.
Kilowatts.
Got to just kind of flail around, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of kilowatts.
AJ?
Wait till you see the lights on Sunday. They are beautiful.
So Steelers are favorites Steelers are favored at home, right?
Yeah, the 2.5 is on the Steelers, so it means
Just checking.
that
There
they're
we go.
favored.
AB is going to be in the building, too.
It's tricky with the S on this one.
Oh, they're favored there. Okay, yeah, I thought they were
Yeah.
getting. See, I thought legit.
Oh man.
Yeah, because the S.
It looks like on this, from my view right there, it looks like that is a plus on the thing, even though it is clearly a negative whenever it's full screen right there. And that would have made sense to me if the Cowboys going into Pittsburgh were favored by 2.5 with what the What's that? What happened to Indianapolis Colts, brother, last week?
That's a good football team.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good program.
Anyways, I got the Steelers at home against the Dallas Cowboys.
Give me the Cowboys on the road. It'll be a good game.
You're a son of a bitch.
I was going to take.
Well,
I'll take them anyway. I'll take Steelers -5, -6.
Oh,
Take it
okay.
fucking parking
All right.
lot.
Maybe
Book it.
-9.
Let's not get crazy.
Book it.
Let's keep it at 2.5. Keep it at 2.5.
That's a fair play.
It's going to be a great Sunday. Appreciate
Hell
that.
yeah.
Good luck to all teams.
Good luck to all teams.
Start to finish.
Good luck to your team.
Hey, thank you. My team's going to do great against the Jags. And your team, your family, why don't you utilize DoorDash? You can get Pizza on there. And I'll tell you what, you're going to want to do that.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it in a long time, you should do that. Get the wings as well. If you need to do a little grocery shopping, they got you.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, I got some shit going on, but I need something to get here in the next 5-10 minutes. Boom. You know who's got you? DoorDash got you. Go in their Dash Mart. They'll even give you other options, other pharmacies to potentially grab stuff for you. They have a shopper go for you. They'll ask for, hey, if this isn't available, can we get an alternative? They literally are answering questions for you ahead of time. They're like a personal assistant as DoorDash, trying to get shit for you. AJ, we love it over here.
How could you not? Every single day, pretty much every day, something comes up I need on DoorDash.
Multiple times a day. They really got a. They got
a lock on me. They changed everything. They changed how. I don't have to you don't have to travel nearly as much and go out and get stuff.
In the express option, certainly every time.
Yep.
You want to add $2.99 so this goes directly to you? Yeah. Stop asking. I don't even know that it's an option. And then you start adding on some other stuff, and they're like, hey, you got about 4 minutes or so. If you want to add on another store that's in the area, we can have the driver swing by. Are you sure don't need some milk? Looks like you're looking to really dive in here. We can make this happen. It's like, thank you, DoorDash, for thinking of me. I do need that. Then you open it. Sometimes they're like, on a pretty regular basis around this time, you have ordered this. Do you need more toothpaste? Do you?
I actually do.
Yeah, I do. Thank you. I actually.
How'd you know that?
Well, how about, do you want Advil PM or it?
Why not?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I will do that. It's unbelievable. Thank you, DoorDash. Thank you.
Love you, DoorDash.
Thank you, Ram Trucks.
Thank you, Ram Truck.
Thank you, Pizza Hut.
Always.
Thank you, Hut.
Thank you, SeatGeek.
What?
And thank you to Devante Adams, who just put up another post. Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. Edgar Allan Poe.
Boom.
Okay.
Now he's
Clears it up.
fucking with us. This guy.
Jeez Louise.
This guy's a rage.
He must love Edgar Allan Poe.
What a day for Edgar Allan Poe.
What if Devante has that Taco Bell in the basement in his house, and then you go up steps and it's just like Edgar Allan Poe quotes everywhere.
Probably is.
And drawings.
Crazy.
And he's like, get me out of this. I want to trade it.
I'm scared of this fucking
Maybe we
place.
get you a little bit more positive place.
Yeah, this is terrifying.
Anyways, believe nothing that you hear and half of what you see. I did not know that Edgar Allan Poe wrote that, but what you see, say, and hear here stays here. Football guy.
Boom.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Yep.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No, it doesn't.
That died in the age of social media.
Yes.
But it had a hell of a run.
Edgar Allan Poe got that quote from Lombardi, actually. So
That is something.
Okay.
Right after he said, matriculate the ball down the field, he said, Edgar!
bingo.
Rest in peace to EAP.
Yeah.
Truly. All right. We're in this thing together. Have a great weekend. Have a great. Hockey's happening.
Huh?
Baseball's happening.
Huh?
Basketball's happening.
Around the corner.
College football's happening.
Bud.
NFL football's happening.
Great time.
NFL football 9:30 to 11:30.
So nice.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Num.
God, it's a good weekend.
Soak it up.
Just can't make it.
Ooh.
Too many on. Been making threes though.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't even want to do this because I don't want to affect the.
Yeah.
The good
What's
news
going
is if
on
you
down
leave right after game day, you'll get home just in time for that London game.
What's that about, Tony?
Can't wait to get
Come
out
on,
there.
Tone.
Can't wait to get out there.
Marshawn
Lynch.
They're going to go crazy. For real. First time ever. They're going to be out. They
agree.
will be there.
Yeah, I bet. I think so, too.
I'm with you.
6 a.m. is an early wake-up call for him, but I got faith. Come on. Let's go, Cal Bears.
Marshawn called for him, so they
It's
will.
going to be an honor to be in your city. Can't wait to get there. We're in this thing together. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change their life. Team on me. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.